I'm committed to the truth. That's my solemn vow. No less than honesty. I'll show you how. When life gets tough and the path seems rough, I'll shake things up. I'm not afraid to be tough. Brace yourself, it's not for the faint of heart. I promise to guide you, to play my part, to lead you to your best day ever. Together we'll be smart. No gloves today. It's time to be real. I'll kick your spiritual ass. It's part of the deal. Ready for transformation. Take my hand, it's ready, don't hesitate. Embrace the growth, it's never too late. We'll find the path toward a better day. With truth as our guide, we'll find our way. So here's my promise, take it to heart. I'm here for you right from the start. For your best day ever, we'll make it sure.
Shadows where my secrets lie. I've forsaken my immortal soul under the crimson sky. The secrets I've kept in the valley so deep, with the reaper as my guide. It's my soul he'll reap. My grave is deep, where the fires flow. I've seen the bowels of hell, a living shell. Violent thoughts, my life's twisted maze. Destinies unclean and this fiery blaze. Walk in fire with all my desire. At the gates I stand, through the flame I'm inspired. Now you will know my every desire, as I take my rightful throne in the lake of fire. Scar on my body, a testament to my fight. A cross I bear through the darkest night. The voices of authority echo my name. On the path of fire I claim my fame. Thorns and daggers through my heart they tore. Gentle breeze in this fire reborn. Encounters of gods, their lies undefined. In molten grass, a life untried. Fire with all my desire. I've dared the gates, my spirit never tires. Through the flame, I claim my domain. Now you will know my every pain. Oh, walking fire is taking all I can give. Here's dance of flames, I no longer live. My body is faded, my soul drifts away. In the fire I walk until the end of days. Embers of the past, my memories ignite, until it blows a wrath in the essence of the light. The fire within, a beacon of my curse. In the shadows I toil, my universe in reverse. Walk in fire with all my desire. At the gates I stand, through the flame I'm inspired. Now you will know my every desire, as I take my rightful throne in the lake of fire. The echoes of my screams in the halls of despair, a symphony of agony, a chorus of disrepair. Reaper's hand, comfort in my plight. In the valley of death I find my might. Walk in fire with all my desire. At the gates I stand, through the flame I'm inspired. Through the flame I claim my domain. Now you will know my every pain. The scars I wear, now but my journey's traced. Each mark a sword, memory, a moment in space. The path I've walked through fire and storm. In the crucible of flames, my spirit rainbow. A crescendo of chaos as the heavens roar. In the tempest of fire of my soul's door. The lies of the gods I cast aside. In the moans and fury, my truth I confide. Walk in fire with all my desire. I stand at the gates, my spirit never tires. Through the flame, I claim my domain. Now you will know my ever pain. The ashes of wings attest until I fall. In the inferns of place, I answer the call. The reaper's gaze, a reflection of my end. In the abyss, I dance my moves to bed. In a small town down in the valley, where the shadows used to dance, we put power inside with the magic she held and the freedom I had in me. The weight of the world, a silent plea. In the mirror, a stranger I'd see. Darkness whispered a relentless foe. In the depths of despair, alone echo. The weight of the world, a silent plea. In the mirror, a stranger I'd see. Darkness whispered a relentless foe. In the depths of despair, alone echo. But the stars, they whispered back to me songs of hope for what could be. With every tear, a lesson learned. In the flames of fear, my spirit burned. Through the storm, a distant light, gentle touch in the dead of night. Magic found in a beating heart. A new chapter, a brand new start. Now the stars.
We put power inside with the magic she held and the freedom I had in me. It swelled, so I found the soul I was searching for. We finally began on the path we were meant to explore. We are magical freedom, our spirits entwine in the dance of the cosmos. Your heart beats with mine. With every strum of this palette guitar, our souls merge as one under the evening star. In the whispers of night, where dreams softly tread, our love finds its wings on which it is led. Through the valleys of stars, over mountains of moon. Our bond is the rhythm, older the tune. And this is what I have to say, my dear. In the symphony of life, it's your voice I hear. With the valleys of stars, over mountains of moon. Our bond is the rhythm, our hearts are the tune. And this is what I have to say, my dear. In the symphony of life, it's your voice I hear. With every note that we play, with every song that we will, we live as our very will in love's sweet thrill. We are magical freedom, our spirits entwine in the dance of the cosmos. Your heart beats with mine. With every strum of this palette guitar, our souls merge as one under the evening star. Beneath the canvas of the infinite sky, where the whispers of the wind gently sigh, there's a tale of two hearts in the silence. They speak of the magic within, the freedom they seek. With a touch, the glance in the soft moonlight, our shadows dance together into the night. In the echo of our laughter, the world fades away. For in each other's arms is where we'll always stay. We are magical freedom, our spirits entwine in the dance of the cosmos. Your heart beats with mine. When every strum of this palette guitar, our souls merge with the magic she held and the freedom I found. Together we're boundless, no limits, no ground. Magic within, we are magical freedom. Our spirits entwined in the sunlight, in the dance of the cosmos. Your heart beats with mine. With every stroke of this padded guitar, our souls merge as one under the evening star. For the chords of this dreamy refrain, where magic and freedom forever remain. In the harmony of us, let the world see the power of love, the magic of we. In a small town down in the valley where the sun rarely shines, I found my life in a cornfield with this song that led me to my life. The sweet songs of the corn did sing that led me to a destiny. Thought life path through a dream, it was all up to me. But then I heard the willow tree's voice, and it told me it would be okay. With little bunny rabbits laying by my side, I woke up from the dream with a fate and a destiny sealed inside. So the blue sphere was in my hand, and I found my life within a dream. All I needed to do now was find out who I was and what was my purpose. And then suddenly whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead, no refrain.
Good morning, my beautiful stars, and welcome. Wait. Can you actually hear me this time? Okay, is it a little too loud? Is it good? How are we doing with the voices today, guys? Is the microphone at an appropriate level now? I tried to see if I could up the thing so we can hear me a little bit better. Hopefully, I kind of adjusted my microphone a little bit, so hopefully we can hear me a little bit better than we normally do hear me. All right. So, now that I got that covered, hello, my name is Joshua Bleezy. I am the Unknown Prophet here on Twitch. If you want a reading anywhere else on Twitch, so if you're coming in from YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else, you gotta come to the Unknown Prophet, twitch.tv, the Unknown Prophet 1. That's right. Spells just like it sounds, guys. It's the Unknown Prophet, not profit like, money. Profit like a profit of, the things that I do. So, welcome on in, guys. I use my custom-made, homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, to help people find the best possible paths for them. These are ethereal fire readings, and this is the 420 episode. So, currently, I am one joint in this long deep already, so the 420 is already in effect, guys. So you guys know right now, see the list where it's in the corner, you'll see where your name is at and where we're going to go. We'll get into readings in just a little bit, because I kind of want to update you about yesterday. Me and my wife went on our date for the first time in like almost 4 years. We went out on an actual date. Now, not because we didn't want to, not because we didn't always have the time or energy to do so. Sometimes finances was a problem. Sometimes our health was a major problem. I went through a back sepsis event about 3 years ago, and I was about 3.5 years where I was kind of like a year and a half of me recovering from sepsis. Then my wife got a double amputee, 2 amputations right in a row, had to learn how to walk all over again, and like I said that. So yesterday was our first time out with her brand new prosthetic, and we went to one of our favorite restaurants here in Blaine, Minnesota, called Mensono Asian Bistro, right? It's a very good place where you get this really nice fresh sushi. The service is beyond great there, and their sushi, I have to say, is food orgasmically good there. You have to try the onion soup. Let it cool a little bit before you start to sip it, and you'll finally understand what it means to have flavor actually want to make you go down your spine every single bite. So that's how good it was yesterday, guys. So we had a very lovely time. Thank you all for your wonderful understandings of me taking some time out for my anniversary yesterday. But yesterday was just us yesterday, me and her, and then we got our green yesterday. So that's why we're having a green 420 episode today. And I'm always constantly walking in this new ethereal fame. So here's my promise to you. I will let your world on fire, and I will set your world ablaze, but I will put you on a more positive path today. With that said, Sweetie Smith, you're first in line. Minotaur, you're next. Cozy, you're after that. And G Dragon, you're that. And welcome into my new person, first time chatter. Minotaur, welcome to the chat. And a lot of my regs are here. And G Dragon, it's nice to see you here. Welcome on in as well. So whenever you're ready, here's how it works here for the newbies. I'm going to ask you to help me choose a couple of numbers here. My deck is very special to me. I put the future in your own 2 hands by asking you, how many times would you like me to shuffle this deck for you? And then I'm going to ask you a second set of numbers. That's going to be 1 through 52. And that's where the answers you seek are in my deck. So choose a number that feels right for you and feels really positive message for you, or whatever connection it is for you, okay? So whatever number you choose, that's where your reading will be. I will count out 52 cards if you say 52 cards, all right? No worries. That's why I have a limit of 52. Okay, there are more than 52 here, all right? So there's about 84 in this bad boy. So, and as I like to say, you guys, buckle up, Buttercup, because this is like only the second time I've ever done ethereal fire readings on a 420 scale. If you've ever been here before in the past, I usually claim that my gifts get a lot stronger during this time. I'm going to let you know I'm walking on a level I don't know how to come down from right now. And I'm really connected right now, and it's really kind of like, okay. So kind of be forewarned, this is a cannabis stream, so I am using cannabis during the stream. I do not normally do this. You'd only do this twice a month, guys. So this is my time to, let down my hair and like that. We might play some music and all that. So why don't you throw me your numbers, sweetie, and your question of the day. For everybody else, we'll get to all the other stuff when it's your turn. Please be patient. Feel free to chat a little bit there. Feel free to throw a couple of minutes, but please let this me and the reader who is getting their reading their justice and their time. I always go in order, and I will give you the reading you need today. My other promise is I will tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. I'm a very blunt, in your face, not going to sugarcoat it kind of tarot reader here. So if you're not ready for tough love and you're not ready for something that you might not want to hear today, this might not be the place for you. So with that said, let's get into it. All right, sweetie, let me go back and see if you already threw me numbers or anything like that, because you probably already did that. And I just got to go back up in the chat real quick. And I see it. 6 and 9. And I'm going to read your question. Did you do my guide and think the wrong thing by clicking my son's late grandmother? Like, by clicking with my son's late grandmother? Oh, you want to know if you did the wrong thing by connecting with your late grandmother's on the other side, or is this a reality in life kind of connection we're talking about? Because it's kind of like either crossed veils kind of issues. So I just want to make sure I get your question, understand your question, and I'll go back here, 6 and 9, and remind me of your numbers. I come back here. Okay, so just to kind of make sure of what's going on here. So I'm reading the question one more time just to make sure I get it right. Like I said, please put your question as simply as possible so I can understand it, because my guides think, and I know sometimes voice chat doesn't always cooperate with us, or autocorrect hates us sometimes. So you want to know that if your guides think you did the wrong thing by linking or clicking with your late son's grandmother. Am I getting that right there, Cozy? Sweetie. And I got soda today, not coffee. It's too hot for coffee today. So here we go. And anybody else who's been here before, Sweetie, Cozy, a couple of people who have been here before will let you know they love my candor. So, I don't... So I'm just waiting for a response to make sure I got that right. Right, sweetie? I'm waiting for a response from Sweetie before we respond. And we always try to give people the chance to get in here. Sometimes internet issues happen. There have been a couple of storms. People have been without a power for it once or twice a day. They're on their phone going, I have 5% left. Let's go, buddy. Okay, so... So I don't know if that's what we were hoping for, but I do take my time here. So sit back, relax, and that's why I have a queue. And like I said, I will go in order. I will call your name out. I will give you 3 minutes to respond to that. And if you don't respond in that time, now that's different from someone I'm already in that list, So I'm no longer in your list. So Sweetie Smith is not here anymore? No, let me check. Let's check the addies. At Sweetie Smith. Hey, Sweetie. He arched out there. Okay. Well, I'm showing them here. They did throw me their numbers already, so... Sometimes there's an issue with the problem, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them their reading. So this is a marker for Sweetie Smith. This is your reading. I'm just going to tell you what you need to hear for it, okay? Hopefully they come back and rejoin us and let us know that then, that's what's going on. So here are their 6 shuffles. If you get God cards while you're gone, I don't say them, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now they count. 8. I think I screwed it up. You were supposed to be at 6, not. I gave you 8 shuffles there. Yeah. I guess it's intuition time. So I went 8. You get 8. But do you still want the 9th card, or do you want to choose a new second number there, sweetie? I'm sorry about that. That's what you get when I'm a little spitstone. Sometimes you got to keep me on track. So if I'm good, then just tell me to count 9 from here, and that's what we'll do. I got one God card for you today. Or I can reshuffle. It's okay. Alright, so we're just going to go 9 from now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And sometimes that's the way it works out good in your favor. Alright. And did I get the question right, by the way? You're trying to understand what your guides want you to know about if it was okay that you tried to connect with your grandma, or you wanted to by clicking on whatever she sent you and stuff like that. And I wanted to make sure that I got the question right, because it was a tiny bit confusing for me. And it said, "Oh, by trying to communicate with my son's grandmother." Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. So I wanted to make sure that I got that right. That's all. All right. So first of all, most of our guides. No, you're saying, I know, your son's grandmother. You want to know if your guides think it was a good idea to connect with her, right? Yeah. Correct. His dad's mother. That's what we're trying to understand, right? That you want to know if your guide's saying to you, did you do a good job, right? Anyway, here's what you need to hear, though. And it's kind of like you had to finally to bring two different worlds together. You couldn't just keep trying to keep beating a dead horse, or keep trying to make things happen that necessarily might need some more time and planning and a little bit more of an easier path to follow. So the unseen path, as you know very well, sweetie, that we have two different paths here. We have the hard path where we're very determined to overcome the obstacles, to overcome the mistakes, to get through the heartbreak, the pain, to come to terms, to give that permission for forgiveness, to accept that we did everything we could to seek that forgiveness, and to sometimes say, I cannot fix it any longer, I've got to move on. So we've got the hard path where we have to overcome those obstacles, but now you're at that point now where things are going to have to let it soak in, because that person's free will has time and energy to adjust to what you've just told them or what you've just connected with them. So it wasn't a bad thing you did it. It was just a needed catalyst for both of you in both of your lives. You're ready to start to move on from things, and you want to do something to help that. And you need this for yourself as well. So don't lie that it's not for you as well as it is for them. But then you're going to make it a little bit easier on this person by giving them steps that they can, take it at their own steps. But there is going to be an end game to this, And it's time for the last 3 steps to happen. And you have to be done with this and moving on to what they want you to do now, which is to cut through the bullshit of what was in the way in the first place. And let's not let that be our boundary anymore. Let's find a way to do it in a more healthier, communicative, open way, so that from this point forward, we have a more positive relationship with the one that we're with. And then we can finally find out that the end of the road here isn't far away. Those 3 little steps are 1, 2, 3 steps away from what you have been waiting to see your whole life happen. And that's what we're going through right now. So no, it wasn't a bad thing that you did that. It was a choice. It was a decision. It was a way for you to find a way to move forward. And that's all that they're trying to tell you. What they're trying to make you understand now, and understand it very well now, is this is the exact card I was hoping you would actually get. Because, sweetie, before you put yourself in that prison. And I say prison in the literal terms of feeling like you have locked yourself in a way that you cannot escape from, that you feel like you're going to spend the eternity of all things trying to make up for whatever the bad thing or good thing or crazy thing or stupid mistake I made along the way. And what their guides are trying to tell you now is, look, enough's enough. Stop bullshitting yourself because we've given you your parole papers today. I have to choose to make my life be better now. I have to use what was given to me as my reminder of what I will never, ever do to myself or the ones that I love again. I have learned that lesson, but I'm going to take this lesson and I'm going to use it to be more a positive person. Getting out of the jail I put myself in, paroling myself and saying I'm allowing myself to be happy now because I have earned that, because I have atoned or have done whatever. And there's nothing to atone for, by the way. They never saw it as something you did wrong. They don't see it as a wrong thing. They see it as you saying, I am ready to face this. And I have to find a way to go positively more forward. What is the result going to be? Well, you had to go through that feeling bad part, though. You had to go through the what if and the chaos and the insanity of the whatever, the thoughts and voices that are in our own subconscious and conscious minds at the time. I mean, right? We had to go through it because if we didn't do that, then we wouldn't have paroled ourselves. That's parole. Going through all of those emotions and feeling those emotions and even acknowledging you felt like that is honestly what they want from you. That's what we call going home. You release the stuff that does not belong in you any longer. And instead of walking into a prison, you are walking into your home. The home of self. The home of the true you. The home where you are safe, where you have everything you need to survive. You have comfort, you have companionship, you have a place to grow if you wish to, a garden to plant if you want to be in that garden, but a door to be able to say, yes, I'm ready to go out and a new adventure now. It's your new Mario save spot. We are not an ugly weed any longer. We always have been and always will be a beautiful flower, sweetie. You have been and always will be a beautiful flower. People look at dandelions and say they're weeds. Other people look at dandelions and say wine and salad and nutrition and vitalization and cleansing the earth of the toxins and still turning it into something good. Or a weed that I don't want in my little crack of my sidewalk today. You know what that told me? That little crack was no match for that dandelion. Just like the world's no match for you. Because you are beautiful. Because you are a beautiful person. And you have to say that and own that. Because you have never and have never been an ugly flower. So you want to know if they approve? Do you feel that now? And are you ready to own that flower within yourself? Whatever that may look like to the world, who cares? The right person will come and choose you to be either in their bouquet or your salad, or they will go, oh, that's interesting. There's a dandelion right there. I'll just keep walking past the dandelion. Or they'll pick you. You know what children's favorite flower to pick are? You know why? Because the first flower you ever see as a child is a dandelion. And when you go to pick at that yellow flower and you give it to your mommy or your daddy, and we've all done something like this, whether it be dandelion or not, they hand that dandelion of love to the person they love the most. It is a beautiful flower to that child. That's why you have to start to believe that. because you were born a beautiful child. And no matter what anyone tells you, you have to start to say, the one thing left you have yet to do, and here comes it from your God, because you knew it was coming. But for God's sakes, if you don't listen to me, listen to them. Please start to donate back to yourself what you actually need to fill the holes you think you need to fill. Not the sugary, cakey things that are trying to make you get through existence and survive on a daily basis. What is actually going to fix the hole? Maybe it's therapy. Maybe it's a little bit of a drug. Maybe it's something... Or maybe it's something, a retreat. Maybe it's time away. Maybe it's exercise. Maybe it's falling madly in love and driving yourself completely insane for 18 years with the woman of your dreams. I don't know. Whatever. But the thing is, and this goes out for all of you, you have the choice in your own two goddamn hands. I cannot do this for you. I put your future in your own two hands, and live the life you want to live, and donate back to yourself the things it actually needs, and maybe you'll finally be happy. That's your reading for today, sweetie. Minotaur, if you don't want to run now, or this is your last chance, because it's your turn here. So as you can see, now you may have said, what was that God card thingy about? And it is my responsibility for a first-time chatter that has just come into my chat. Then that's what they really want from you, sweetie. I mean, really. What? That's what they have always wanted for you. In life and in where they're at now. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be the one who... They can only send you the messages so much. They can only send you so many signs. They can only send you so many things. Before the universe just has to make you go through it for you to understand that you are stronger than those things, that you are more capable of those things. So, no. All right, well, you know what? I didn't even have to explain it to you. You're awesome, man. And if I get your pronouns wrong or I say the wrong name, just remember when I'm reading for you, I'm reading for you. And you feel free to go, hello, I'm a he, not a she. Or she, not a he, or a they, or whatever. I don't care what it is. I love you. I don't have anything more than that. So here we do a cleansing shuffle before any and all readings that we start a different reading for. My light already went out on me, you little bastard. Well... You know what? Today we'll have the unknown candle lit. Because, I don't have another candle to light right now. I forgot to pick up candles. That day was more important, guys, than candles, okay? Day was more important than fixing her tablet. So, I'm just cleansing these cards out for you there, Minotaur, and I see your numbers are 4 and 24, and you want to know more than that question. I would like a general guidance, please. Right, general is an awesome way to get a reading from me. I would definitely tell you what you need to know today. I just make sure the cards say that they're ready for you. And I'm thinking about your question right now. I'm going, ready? Are you ready? You're ready? And now they say, very ready for your shuffles are. Now, here are your 4 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yep. 4. And what you has just happened is what we call a God card. Now, it is your first time here. So this is the only time you get this message. I have a responsibility to warn you that this is the most extreme message you will receive from your higher power. I don't care what you call that God or what faith you follow. It's a direct message to a question you've had of them recently. You want an answer. You don't want them to sugarcoat it. You just want them to tell you the unabridged truth. This scares a lot of people sometimes, so remember, it is your choice only once, this time only, to say, I do not want to see my God card. If you come in here another time, another turn, and I remember you, you get to see your God card. So that's your only chance. So today is your choice. Next time, you don't get one. You get to hear them whether you want to or not. So with that said, now we count 24 cards out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, right? It was 24. Let me go back up. Yep, 23, 24. So the 24th card I put back on top because I counted one too many. And here is your 24th card and what you actually need to hear today. And we have promised to try to put you back on the more positive path here, but we also tell you what you might need to be aware of that you aren't. It might be one of those times. As I like to say, sometimes I have to kick your spiritual ass, and sometimes I have to kick your real ass. So here we go with what you need to hear today. Now, Minotaur, one of the things that you've been kind of going through in this world right now is you keep kind of going through the same cycle over and over and over again in your life. Whether it's the same situation or it's the same kind of life balance, or it seems like you can't escape this hamster wheel of a thing that you've been on for a while. And the thing that I've been feeling from this is this: can I ever really get off the hamster wheel? Isn't this what I'm supposed to be doing? Isn't this what the universe wants of me? Kind of a questioning, you know? And it's more about I have to understand that I am going through a change here. That the last thing that has happened to me was a very impactful thing. Now, a part of me has to let go of that last life. A part of me has to die, quite literally, in a very physical, mental, and spiritual way. A part of me has to let go and accept that the lessons that have been taught up to me up to this point, which may be challenges, may be overcoming obstacles, may be going through the worst moments, the darkest secrets, the world's worst pain you've ever been through. Because the world likes to give you an opportunity to let shit go. So we move from the life part to death part, even in a actual living life. We do it every day we go to sleep and awake. Whether we realize it or not, even if we only sleep an hour or two a night, that time that we are not conscious is time that we do not have awareness of. We go to a different place, right? Within our subconscious minds, or do we go to a different dimension? Where we're transforming that energy right now there, Minotaur, is now we are getting into the part where we are going through the rebirthing phase, right? Because right now we are trying to understand that we want to break free of those kind of constraints that have been keeping us locked in this little hamster wheel of a doom thingy, right? And now we want to move out of rebirth to life. But there's got to be a little bit of give here. You got to do a lot of some of this work here, which requires you to understand you have to go through what would be considered the very physical, mental, and spiritual birth of yourself. A new soul is born, not through all the things that we have done, even through faith. When you go into the waters and you are baptized and your soul is reborn, you accept to let go of all that which you have taken with you, release that sin into the waters, and when you come up clean, you are cleansed with the power and love of Jesus and the light and the Lord of Jesus, right? So, and then you work on and come into the next part of it where, now, what is the difference when we do this energetically? Well, I have to understand that I have to get to one specific thing. And I bet you're finally getting to this part where you finally actually feel like you are the real you. For the first time, you feel like you own this person. This is a creation that you made. No one told you how to be it. No one told you what to believe in it. No one told you why to be it or what the reasons were behind it. It was a definitive, I need to become this person. This is who I want to be. Not what mommy wants me to be, daddy wants me to be, uncle, sister, brother, best friend, society, my country, whatever, you know? It's understanding that you have a self. that lives within wherever you're at. Now that we are moving from that birthing canal into life, which I call the labor process. If you're a woman, you appreciate this analogy, okay? If you're not a woman, well, go talk to a woman and have them put what it feels like to have birthing cramps, in your body. Go appreciate that, then you'll understand like that, right? So, and I kind of have a feeling that you will understand that anyway. So what do your guides want you to know right now, Minotaur? They want you to start to trust yourself again. That they have been giving you what I like to call the catalyst of life. You cannot start a fire without striking against the flint. Even if it's two rocks together, you are creating a spark. You have an action to take in order to get the fire started. But if you don't have those two opposing kinds of rocks to make that spark with, you cannot change the path you are on. So what did we have to do? We had to believe in ourselves. We had to take and start to listen to the wielding magic, because whatever God you are believing in right now says to you this: we got your back. We're not gonna let you fail. We have already shown you a way out of this. Walk through the door and wield the magic we are giving you now to create the life you said you wanted. Because you have the key. You have the door. If you are ready to learn this lesson and have learned this lesson well, you will not have to repeat it again. But until you have learned that lesson, until you are ready to finally understand what it is to be that real authentic you will keep living this hamster wheel of doom until either you can't walk anymore or the universe kicks you out of the wheel and makes you go through it the hard way. And trust me, you're not going through the hard way right now. Okay, you got it easy compared to some people in this universe. Okay? So, open the door, walk through the door, close the door, shut the door, lock the door, throw the key under the door, and say bye-bye to the door. And then trust yourself for a change, because they're talking to you on the inside. What do you think those buzz, ting, 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 ding, 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 buzz feelings are all about? Do you think they haven't been trying to talk to you? Do you think that all of these little pokey things right up here in the left shoulder, especially right in the collarbone, right about here, that you haven't been feeling that a lot lately? Yeah. Why the hell would you want a door? I like mine open. I took the door and threw it out into the universe and said, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you're going through what you're going through right now, Minotaur, to understand that about yourself. And then that's just from your guides. Oh, wait, I've got more. Because God even comes to tell you a more direct answer here too. And if you don't listen to them, I have no sympathy for you, my friend. So I ask you for your one and only time, do you want to see the God card I have for you today? This is your last and only chance to choose so. Next time you're in here, you're mine. Well, if I wasn't a damn monkey's uncle. Minotaur, you have gotten a very special card today. Because the universe will write you a blank check today. I'm talking a blank check of destiny, of fate, of choosing the life you want. You write on the check what you want. You put the terms and conditions of the things you want. But be very specific about when you write and cash this check. Because you have to stand in front of the universe and say, here is my check. I'm handing it endorsed on the back. And I want you to cash my check. You will stand in the most sacred place you know. You will claim your power by telling the universe in no uncertain terms to your higher power, the ones who are talking to you, exactly what the fuck you want. What will finally make you goddamn happy, fulfilled, have purpose, have meaning? What will it take? We are giving you the biggest bank account you have ever seen in your life. You can literally rewrite your destiny, your fate, and your situation in this moment. But you have to own your power. If you do not, we will come back at you and check to see if you are walking the walk, talking the talk, and doing the do of the life you said you wanted to live. We require you to do the work. You have to leave every last doubt and fear and anxiety and thing that used to stop you behind you today. And it's time to claim my power, because if you don't, the world will come along and the universe will be the one swinging the bat, and it will go straight for your head. And you want to know where you will go back to? A place where you will actually have to learn it in the hardest, most difficult way you want to not go through. So you will learn it. So today they write you this tiny, big ass destiny check. So today, get out a piece of paper and write yourself a check. And I, the unknown prophet, have given you the pen to endorse not only for yourself, but for your higher power. When you are done, burn the stupid thing in a candle and think about what you want your life to look like. This is your opportunity today to change your fate. There you go. Take it, leave it. I don't care what you do with it. It's your choice now. Live the life you want to live. Have the best day ever, because it's your choice to do so, not anybody else's. And that's hopefully what you needed to hear today. And hopefully today that brought you some kind of positivity or action or change you really needed to make in your life. But if it didn't resonate and it didn't seem to hit home, it's okay. Whatever did resonate with you, whatever did get home, that's what you need to remember. This is your journey. I put your future in your hands. Thank you for the thank you. Appreciate that. Just do it. Just do it! That's right, just do it! Oh, someone got that chipmunk in my throat again. All right, so Minotaur, thank you very much for being to the reading room. Cozy Messages, it's your turn now. In the reading room. Cozy Messages to the reading room. And then, hello. Okay, thanks, D. There's my Twitch son in chat. Hey, Demi, welcome to the chat. We were talking about the goat thingy the other day because I didn't know what goat meant. I'm old. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the times, but it's hard. Okay. I'm trying not to be the funny old man who doesn't keep up with as much as possible. Right? Right. See? Shit, the line's getting long already. See, we only got 6 people in chat. It's only 9:36 right now. Fucking, you guys are insane. I love you guys! All right, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate your time and patience here. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the very, very, very long line. I will call you out each and every time it is your turn. I already see your numbers. I already see your question, Cozy, so don't worry. I got you. But, for everybody else, stay in chat, and I will honestly give you the reading you need to hear today. Thank you. And anything else you guys choose to do for me, I really want to say thank you for the biddies, the subscriptions, even the donations. These are free readings here. I appreciate any extra you give me to just help keep my day a little bit brighter sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We went out to a really good dinner the other day, and I'm going to be making some old school breaded fresh fish sticks for lunch today. And I get to make them in my oven for the first time. It's like, I can't wait. All right, anyway, we're back in here, and we got the cozy messages for you 9 and 17. Let me start your cleansing shuffle. What do your universe guides want you to know are holding my apartment for me? My guides are withholding my apartment for me, and maybe timeline of when I am getting one. Okay. You want us to know if they're withholding this apartment from you? If your guy, why are they withholding this action here? Okay, or why are they stopping you from making this action? Okay, and then you kind of want to know, if not now, when, right? Yeah, why are they withholding? Okay, just making sure I'm understanding here. Yeah, that's what I thought you were kind of thinking of. Yeah. Who's got the Play-Doh? Cozy, who's got the Play-Doh? We gave you Play-Doh. What are you molding it into? A slight little, think about it while you're getting this reading today. All right, here are what you need to know today. Oh, they're going to talk. I can feel it. Okay, it's, 9 shuffles. Here we go with your 9 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. No God cards. I guess they're going to give you just an open message there. And the 17th card was 17. I'm pretty sure it was 17. Yep, 17. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and the 17th card is now on top for you there, Cozy. And let's see what's going on with the whole apartment thingy. Well, that's amazing. But okay, I'll tell you about that in a little bit here. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. Okay. Why are they withholding, right? You are still refusing to let go of the baggage. You have not letting go of whatever issue or problem that you keep thinking is stopping you from getting this apartment. Whether you realize it or not, the biggest reason is that you have not let go of the bullshit. They don't want you to take it with you. So they're making you work on it because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Working on it. Working through the issues. Working through the problems. Discovering what you want your new foundation to look like. If we don't understand what we actually want our lives to look like, because we, like I said, who has the Play-Doh, and you want to know the card that popped out even before it came back into your shuffle again? It was your Destiny card, which is the molding card. This card popped out way before that reading even started, and I saw that card there, and it was saying, that's going to be your answer, and here it is right there in black and white for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? But think about what you are doing right now to yourself and the bad habits that you keep saying are going to make you happy or safe or protected. What are you protecting yourself from? A new happy? What are you protecting yourself from now? A better place to go? Wait, am I? What am I afraid to actually have to deal with for a change that may challenge in me that I couldn't handle before? And am I ready to face that challenge? I want to set a firm foundation down this time. So I want to go express exactly what I want that solid ground to look like. This is the essential Mario new save spot. But this is game number 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 99 lives has gone down to a 1 to 2 kind of a thing. And I know you're working on it. And they're saying, we see you doing that. But part of what you need to do is just say, I don't need them with me any longer. And it's that easy. And say, what do I need now? It's that easy, they say. What are you building around that foundation that you weren't building around yourself before? What's keeping you not protected from life, but living life, experiencing life, finding new positive ways forward, finding your power, finding the thing that you want most in your life, Cozy? Because you didn't pick Cozy Messages just for any reason. You picked it because you need reassurance that things are going to work out, that things are going to be okay. And it's not about anyone else. It's that compassion and self-love for yourself. And that's what you're building. The new you, the more powerful you, the compassionate you, the everything I've ever wanted to be is one choice away. And I'm telling you from experience, Cozy, it's one choice away. You want to know what that choice is? Goodbye. Hello. Because even the gods say, you think you've been through the worst of it, but yeah, you have then. It's gonna be okay. We have come to tell you your destiny and your fate is in your own hands, that you can set forth and make it be whatever you want it to be. We're not even just writing you a blank check. We're letting you take your time with it as well. We're not saying you have to cash in all the checks all at once. Maybe we'll give it to you in little tiny happiness. But I have to remind you that they come to tell you the words that you have to hear the most. You have to believe it's gonna be okay. When the right apartment is ready for you, it will open up. Open up where you're looking. Try to think out of the box. Maybe you haven't considered something you've considered before. That maybe you're only putting yourself into one specific area, and that's what's stopping you from finding someplace to go. We're taking a message here for an ad break. Ad break. We're taking a ad break. Ad break. Ad break for Cozy. Taking an ad break for Cozy. Ad break, 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 ad break. I know you're still here. I'm doing that for everybody else who's not. Because Cozy, and we're back from the ads. If you saw all of that, I'm sorry. Okay? But who holds the Play-Doh in their hands? Who's trying to mold their life into what they want their life into? If I have an understanding of what I want that mold to look like, I follow the best shape. I go with my intuition. I trust myself enough to say, I know what I like. I know what I want. I mold myself into the shape I want myself to be. That's why they hand you the molding card, because you are still molding that foundation that you want the most, which is that new apartment. And that new apartment is not the calm down. When do I ever calm down? Okay, but it's all about that, overcoming that and knowing what you want. So you have to start to look for the things that may be a little bit unconventional sometimes. That might be what the answer. And maybe it takes you moving to a different country. Or maybe it takes you to a different thingy, But building once you get there, what are you going to do to not keep you in the same locked place you've been keeping yourself for years and years and years? And what's going to keep you moving into that I want to be here because I choose to be here, not because I'm forced to be here? Then we come to tell you it's going to be okay, that the worst is over. You have to believe that what we have handed you is your destiny in your own little hands here, and we are going to guide you. Pay attention to the signs on the road because they will send you something in dreams tonight as well. So pay attention to those dreams and understand that you are currently working on discovering what you want your life to be. So that's why we're molding it into the shape now we are going. So that's why it's, and they're not necessarily withholding anything. Sometimes it's just a little bit of the free will human world. The human world sometimes does not want to cooperate with the ethereal sometimes. So it's not a they're trying to block you thingy. It's a very human level thing that they don't really have a whole lot to do with. So the reason is pretty much society and things being slow and them taking their sweet ass time, and maybe you're not looking and expanding your area a little bit outer or thinking outside the box. That's what you're saying. It says you need to start thinking outside of your normal box that you like to put yourself in, cozy. And that might be where you find the new place. They want you to have a true new beginning. You know, a true new beginning. Where could you go where no one would know who you are, where you could start all over and just be the person you've waited your whole life to be, without disconnecting yourself from family or even moving out of state? You can move to a different part of the state that's a little more remote or a little bit more busy, and you reinvent yourself because you have that choice today to do that. And I really say that this to you with all sincerity. I know you can do it. That's because I already paid it. You know what I'm saying? And I know you can do this, Cozy. I know you can. You just got to keep telling yourself that and keep deciding what you want that life to look like. You're in the process of figuring it out. Just let yourself have the time you need. Jeez, no one's rushing you. I'm not rushing you. I know who you think's rushing you, but the only person in charge of you is you. G Dragon, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the reading room. G Dragon to the reading room. G Dragon to the reading room. It is your turn for your reading today. And I'm doing a pre-cleansing shuffle for you. We've got the dark candle lit today, and I'm going to take a small toke before I do anything else. So I need a green reload here, guys. So today we've got a combination of a couple different kinds of cannabis. We've got something called black cherry, and then we've got a little bit of purple punch in here, purple power punch. We've got some blue cheese in here, and also something called purple skunk. So it's a kind of combination of a couple different greens. We like to mix our cannabis a lot because we get the full flavor and effect of it. Now, we didn't mix all of it. We still have a lot in nugs still, but this is just my little pre-grub there today. So I'm going to have myself a toke here real quick while we wait for G Dragon. And please let me know if you have a question today or if you just want a general today there, G Dragon. I see your numbers, but I just want to check to see what you need today. General for your relationship. Okay, we got you. Where did I put it? Okay. I don't know where I put my silly. You know what? I got something else here I can use. Till I find out where I put it. Alright. Thank you guys for being patient with me. So, hey, dead man, welcome in. Well, I got a pretty long list today, so I'm going to go as fast as I can. But I need a smoky break and I need a toki break. So we're taking a smoky and a toki break. And I usually do this around every 20 of the hour. So if you guys want a smoky or toki along with me, If you smoke the cannabis with me, you smoke the cannabis with me. I do not recommend this. I want you to be safe. I want you to be wise. Do not do this while drinking, driving, or using any other thing while you are using cannabis. I'm using this, yes, today, but it doesn't really enhance my gifts all that much more powerful than they already are. They just make me a lot more, I don't hold back a lot. That's all about it, and that's energetically too. So, and thank you guys for being here and being a part of my stream and subscribing and liking me and following me and just giving me your time here. I know my readings take a while sometimes, so G Dragon, we got you here, okay? Stephanie. Okay, I guess we could. What do you have to. You don't get one until you redeem the right thing first. You have to redeem the right thing first. Do you have enough points for that? Huh? So for all the pot smokers of the world, what do you mean never? Okay, you don't get your moment to silly then. Alright, well, we'll do that after G Dragon's reading, okay, hon? We'll get this first, okay? So, alright, G Dragon, I'm just looking back up for your numbers one more time. 5 and 1. Relationship advice for that general reading. So, let me do my power cleanse here for the cards to get them ready for you. And welcome back in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, guys. I am trying to help you on your journey here. Alright, so G Dragon, we've got the 5 and 1 shuffles. So 5 shuffles, first card in. Bravery. 1, 2, 3, 4, and last but not least, 5. All right, and the first card is about love. You saw me shuffle, right? But it's a kind of a different message for you there, G Dragon. My cards have a tendency to pop out the right way they're meant to run out. And first, take a deep breath and know that you are relighting that candle, that re-embracing of that masculine, feminine, or that energy between two souls when you just know you've met the one. We have to start to trust that energy and dance in the ether or the wonderful sunshine that the universe has been providing us. The happiness in the life and appreciation of understanding that we must embrace ourselves as much as we embrace that other person. Self-love and love of that other person and the willingness to share even the parts that scare us all the way down to our core. The things we are afraid to share with anybody else. When we release those things into something, we're not placing that into that person. We are releasing that, and that person is saying, I'm here for you while you release it. We call that the share. We share our experiences with one another. You choose to share a life with this person. Whoever that is, we choose each other. Every day we make a choice to be there. If they're there, they will be there. 100. They will be communicative. They will try to be as open as they are comfortable in the current standings of where your relationship is at. So if it's a new relationship, we're not sharing everything right away. But if we're in a more committed relationship where things are a lot more, maybe now we communicate a little bit more strongly. And maybe we're working on some new rules so that we communicate better. Or maybe we are a little bit more freer and able to tell each other things that they are doing that are kind of hurting us without getting the I'm going to yell and scream at you kind of shit, okay? It's more communication that we're working on. and embracing that communication in a physical way. I communicate I am with you for this reason. I choose you because me and my wife just did this last night. We told each other why we chose each other. It wasn't about how our bodies looked. It wasn't about all of our mental issues or problems. It was about what our souls meant to one another. Why we chose that other person in return. We choose to set a new foundation down every single day by saying we will make this be even stronger, by saying we put these ingredients together. You have to start being each other's teammate, the most powerful force that has ever existed. We call it magical freedom. That's me and my wife's what we call it. It's more powerful than just us. It's our souls tied together with the power of God. We know we will die together. We know we were meant to be with one another. We know the destiny and the fate and the dreams and everything that happened were real. That we did actually do everything that we saw in our heads actually happened. And we have tangible proof it happened. Each other. And we built on that life. But we had work to do too. We had to let go of the I don't believe that the best thing of my life is staring me right in front of my face, and I can't just see how lucky I am for 5 whole minutes, because maybe if I stood there and appreciated that person and built on top of the things that are already the most beautiful things in our relationship, maybe, just maybe, we can start to be that powerful team again. But I gotta start to have my own thing too. I can't always be there for every last little bit. I need some of my own energy back too. And being okay with that fact. The dream of the wife that I had when I was a young boy. When I was under this willow tree, I received the message of my future love interest. Now, I had an image in my head of what this person would look like. I had an understanding of what this person had inside. I fell in love with the person who I thought matched the dream version of my girl. She turned out not to be so beautiful. She turned out not to be the one. The person I met after her turned out to be the one. Because the universe had to slap me upside the head with the biggest 2x4 it could and goes, we're going to show you what real love looks like now. And I had to pay attention. I almost missed the boat because I almost did miss the boat. But I had to believe that this dream, that this wonderful dream of us could happen. And I had to believe it every day, and I have to believe it still every day. I look into her eyes and I mean the words, I love you. But I don't always say the words because I say, I soul you too. You know? I don't just love you, I soul you. You know? When it's even stronger than I love you in our book, okay? So now we have to learn to do that communication. By re-embracing that which we know inside of ourselves, we have to start to share more freely, embracing it with one another and sharing that journey together, embracing how we do this as that team and bringing it back together, how we set that firm foundation down of what these two ingredients look like together as us, as a team, as everything that we need ourselves to be. What do we build on top of that to keep this safe now so that we don't run into the same old wall all over and over again? We're actually building a place where we will reach that home within ourselves. And the destiny and the fate that we have been waiting to find our whole lives will finally happen, G-Dragon. Because now you will have willed it into being. Your will have made it become. I know I say this a lot here, but it's very true that your will has dominion in this world, that you have, that God just doesn't sit there and expecting you to follow the plan. The plan was to set you loose on this world with free will to make all the choices and or decisions, good, bad, or indifferent, you wanted. Now, he hopes you follow the rules and tries to live a life as close to living close to nature, life, the balance of all things. But we know we all make mistakes and do things that aren't necessarily good. How do I know if the person is the one? It's effortless love. It's so effortless, in fact, that all you can say to yourself is, I'm the luckiest person in the world. And there's nothing else There's nothing else. There's just you feel this connection of sharing that person. You understand them so intimately and so in depth that you actually understand when they are going through certain things, when they are going through some things that they can't medically control sometimes. Sometimes anxieties and fears come from very deep pains that we have not even underworld ourselves. So she's trying to undercover all of that. You know what I'm saying? And you want to know how that you know that connection is there? Go look at the person you love in their eyes and tell them that you love them. If you don't see that sparkle back in their eyes and them saying the exact same words to you, then maybe you need to rethink things. But if you see that, if you feel that, if you know that, then stop questioning what's right in front of your face, because some good things are good to be true. Maybe it's time you realize it. Okay. Some things are already good to be true. You've already got the fairy tale ending. You know, I don't think Cinderella went, oh, I changed my mind after the book end. Okay? Amethyst, Millennia, Amethyst, thank you for your coming to the reading room. And thank you very much. Hey, thank you for your awful, wonderful viewer bot there. I don't subscribe to bots or let people do not click on that link, folk. That is a bot. It's a dangerous thing. You do not want views from places like that. They will just hurt your stream. They will not help your stream. So when you see something like that, give them the old block and tell them to get out of your chat. They're supposed to be doing that for me, but today it's been kind of a weird... It's just... I think with all the heavy storms going on here and there and everywhere right now, I think, you know, the internet and the internet as a whole is having a trouble keeping up. So I got to do my cleansing shuffle before I do anything here, Amethyst. So Amethyst, that's what I call you for this reading. I've been trying to figure out what I need to be doing to make sure I'll be okay in the future financially, emotionally. I've been trying to rest and recoup, but I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be doing and I don't know what it is. I'm very adrift and don't like it. LOL. Okay, so we're feeling lost in a drift and we're trying to find some kind of purpose or meaning. We're trying to find what actually happy looks like, and we're not quite sure if we've tasted enough of the buffet yet to understand what that means quite yet. So we're trying to kind of go, what's next for me to try? Do I have about what you are kind of hoping to understand here? Because that's a very long-winded message, and I want to kind of condense it down to a little simpler terms. Remember, guys, try to make it as simple as possible, because the simpler you make it for me, yeah, okay, then that's why I go back and I read it and make sure that's what you want to know. So today I will give you the answer to that question, okay? So we'll figure out, you know, what may be the block stopping you, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last but not least, 6. Oh, we got God cards. Got messages from your higher power today, Amethyst. And we have, and that was on your last, that was on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 God cards out right now. 5, and we have one more shuffle. And 6. And then we have the 27th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and yeah, 27. Okay, then let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Amethyst. We're ready to move, right? We're done being in the old I need to wait around for answers kind of a mode here. We're ready, really ready to do this. because this is the part of the journey we have to start to understand and take on. Give me a second. I just got to grab some water here real quick, guys, so I can keep hydrated here. We're going to water for the rest of the stream. And I forgot to give you your moments of silly, too. I'm sorry. Well, we'll do it, hopefully. Remind me again, okay? So, but amethyst, this is important, that what you need to understand is that part of the issue that's going on right now is that you're a lot like a big whale in the sea of an ocean, right? A whale is one of the biggest, most... My cat just decided to try to attack me. Run, kitty, run! Okay. My cat just decided to open up my door, so it might get a little noisy in here. Sorry if you don't understand that. What? What? Did Lassie fall down a well or something? What is it? What is it, son? Huh? What? What is it, Lucifer? What? You coming to tell me something? Alright. Apparently Lassie has fallen down a well again. So, I'm just like, I have to go make sure that Lassie's okay. 5 seconds. Okay. He always comes up and breaks into the door like he's got some important message to give me. And I keep waiting. What are you trying to tell me, Lassie? Kind of a haha. So, and back to your reading, Amethyst. And you kind of feel like you're trying to navigate the ebbs and flows of the ocean. And sometimes it's hard to fight against the current, and sometimes you're flowing with the current, and sometimes the current's too much for you to take. But what you have to understand is that you are a big ass fucking whale. You are swimming around things that you don't need to be swimming around right now. That it's time to start to face some of these issues you say you're not ready to face. That it's time for you to understand that you are a creature who lives in that emotion. So go through the emotion. Okay, we have a kitty visitor. Mr. Lucifer has decided to come say hi, apparently. So, hello, everyone say hi to Mr. Lucifer, who needed to come say hi for your reading, I guess. So, alright. So, and that's a pretty magical sign for you, because my husband's totem is right here. And this happens to be my wife's card. That the thing that you have to understand is that you swim around those issues instead of through those issues. What you're trying to do is build up enough steam to escape the horrible, icky ocean you've been in for a while, because we've been in the problems for a while, just like an ocean floor mammal will do. This isn't a whale who spends most of its time down in it. We're talking months to weeks sometimes down in the ocean without coming up for a breath of air. Because what it does when it breaches the surface floor, it gains that momentum. And if it let every last little thing get in its way when it's building up that, that momentum, then you'd never get enough speed to breach the surface floor and come up for the much needed breath of air you've been waiting to give yourself. And ask yourself what gives you joy again. What brings you that crescendo? What makes you want to come up out of the problems and the worries and crescendo up and scream, I am alive, I am happy, I am power, I am everything I have waited for is right now, because the worst has been behind me. When I go back down, I have that new fresh of breath air, that life's blood back into my very being once more. And I go back down and I face those problems, and you know what starts to happen? Things move out of my way. Land masses are a different thing. But you know what? That's what we have to do. Because the thing that we have to understand is, Amethyst, how can we expect life to get better until we understand what it means to tend to yourself, what it means to care for yourself, like a small child cares for their mother, like I care for this wonderful, beautiful creature who just loves me and trusts me unconditionally. You want to talk about what love and trust looks like? It's laying in my hands right now. And that's what you need to do. Be as happy as a kitty cat laying in the arms of their Lord or their higher power, and all the Lord in your is doing is going, I love you. I love you. I love you. And that's all they are trying to do. And sometimes they gotta go, oh, sorry, it's time for you to go figure out life. Well, it's time to figure out life. And what does it mean to tend back to yourself once again? But the key here is, and listen up, my amethyst Prussian. You have been given a gift. Whether you realize it or not, the cage you have put yourself in. It is your choice to be in. This isn't a prison because no one's standing guard making you feel like you belong there. It's your choice to stay there because it's your Mario safe spot that protects me from the bad things that I don't want to happen in my life. What you're actually protecting yourself from is a new, different experience you're not used to. And what would it feel like to actually walk in happy and then lose? That is what we're afraid of. Well, who said we had to lose happy? Since when did we have to ever let it go in the first place? But if I don't choose to move myself out of the cage I've put myself in, despite how pretty it looks, guess what? There's a broken couch down there. The windows are crooked. There's breaking things all over the place. It's the worst place you could ever be. You're living in that icky filth you don't need to be living anymore. So give yourself permission to take that little key out of your pocket, move yourself out of that little cage there, open the door, and walk out of that crap that you've been putting yourself in for all of your life. And look back and say, no! I will never do that to myself ever again, under any circumstances. I'm walking back up to that cage. I'm slamming the door. I'm locking the door. I'm throwing the key into a place where it will centrally hit. I won't be able to reach the key in any way, shape, or form. So I even can't get back into the ugly old cage. I'm going to go start to embrace my freedom. And me and my wife are called magical freedom. So the fact that you got the stone of freedom and the whale of magic in your reading today should tell you that you are very connected in a very magical way. That you have the freedom to find that magic within yourself. But if you can't get out of your own goddamn way and stop pushing up the goddamn thing up a goddamn hill, then I don't know what else I can do for you. All I wanted you to do was take a step to the left or a step to the right, then let the stupid boulder fall behind you. Those anxieties, those fears, those depressions, those things that stop me, those I can't, I don't know hows, fall down behind you into the ravine, so that if you ever try to get up this hill again and you think you can make another boulder up there, you're sorely mistaken, because you're not going to be putting any more boulders in front of you. You're going to walk on top of to that hill, where now guess what you see on the other side of that hill? Your freedom, your new place to live. So you want to know what's stopping you? You are, son. You are. And the only thing that can make it stop is by you taking and saying, no, I'm not going to do this to myself anymore. This is what I want. This is what happy looks like. This is what my purpose is. This is my favorite thing to do. I'm going to go give it all the passion I can give it. And who cares if I have a degree or not a degree to do it? If that means I have to go help people and just get that reward that I've been looking for, that satisfaction, because you're not missing anything there, Amethyst. You know? And then you got God on my side here too, with all of these other wonderful words they have to say for you. And I didn't see a first time chatter thing for you, so you know the rule. If you're here, you know, then I'm going to tell you what you need to know for your God cards. Okay? Stop contemplating what you're missing and believe in the inner beautiful oak you are. Stop contemplating what you're missing and believe in the inner strength and the beauty that you are. Do you hear them now? You want them to fuck you up? Fine. Fuck it up you get. Then release the old crap you don't want in your life anymore. Stop making excuses. Stop making things hard on yourself. Stop making it be the hardest road you've ever had to go down. No one said you had to make it hard. If you're going to transform this into anything, then why don't you bring it into the forge yourself and create the goddamn tool you need for your journey? Do you need a shield to keep protecting you? Do you need a pointy sword to get through any enemies that may be coming your way? Do you need a cup to remind yourself that maybe the sludge has gotten a little thick in your life and you have to go and put some new life's blood in there, like an ocean, like a whale? Or do you need to take that fan back in your hot little hands and go, oh, I need to sit here for a while and fan this fire so that this fire grows. I need to release everything that is no longer me. Go get a box, any box, I don't care what size box, and go make a representation of the old you. Write yourself a letter or write lots of slips of paper and tell yourself what you don't want in your life anymore. Then go hold an actual funeral for the old person that's in there, Viking style if you can. Please do it in a safe place to burn something, okay? But let it go and mourn the loss of it like it's a little child you didn't want to let go of. And then when you have done mourning it for no more than 3 days and no longer than 3 weeks, okay? Then you can sit here and say, I am reborn. And all you have to do to reborn is reach that acceptance of that person you've always wanted yourself to be. And then all you want to go do is go be it. Okay? Fuck you up, gods? I hope I did. Oops. What are you throwing at me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One more thing. Please share with us what you actually want, because we don't understand what you actually want. You don't know what you actually want. How about if you open up the communications and actually start to pray or honor us and actually tell us every night what the hell you want? Maybe we'd start talking to you. That was the last thing they threw at me, too. Thanks, guys. So, Amethyst, on to the next. Stephanie, you are next. Stephanie to the reading room. Stephanie to the reading room. Calling Stephanie to the reading room. And welcome in everybody else. Hello, Nicole, Crypto, Lady, Deadman, and Marshmallow. Thank you very much for coming today, guys. I really appreciate you being here today. Welcome to the 420 episode. While we're waiting for Stephanie to get her butt back in here, I think I need my joint. Because it is now 420 somewhere in the world. I am lighting it up right now. Here's my tension breaking moment. And here's your moment to silly. Boogie, boogie, boogie. I'm not gonna do it. Neener, neener, boo, boo. I said marshmallow. So while we have just a little bit of a puff break there, and I take some hydrating water here. And we let Stephanie get back in here, because I know she was just here a second ago. So Stephanie to the reading room. Stephanie to the reading room. You were just here a second ago. Stephanie, you better respond before I give you a 3-minute timer. Oh, Steph. Get in here, you dork. Sorry. And if dork is an offense to everyone, I'm a dork. I'm sorry. I completely own that. All right, well, that's cool to hear about there, Marshy. We'll talk about it in a little bit here. I'm just going to keep on track here. I'm going to give Stephanie, you now have your 3-minute timer starts now. Alexa, please give me a 3-minute timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
Don't give me time to smoke a 420 smoke. This one goes out to everybody out there in the world. It's 420 somewhere in the world right now. So if you smoke like I smoke, there you go. This one goes out to Games with Snakes. I miss you, buddy. Hey, Ada, I love you too. Hope you are both well. I think you're just kind of, getting back some normal real life time for a while. Kind of figuring out what we want to do next and just enjoying the time that we have with one another. So I miss you guys. I hope you are both well. I love you very much. All right. And I love you, my Tansy. And I love you, my son, Damie. And I love you, my wonderful, wonderful friend, hi, TC, Miss Magician. And I love you. I thank you for always coming here, Tarot Mama, and Guidance, and some other readers out there who think I'm doing a pretty good job out here. So we have a minute and 50 seconds left for crypto. So Nicole, you are next. So if you want to get your numbers and question ready, when I let you know, we'll tell you when it's your turn, okay? So just get those all ready for me. Throw your numbers and your question, but wait till I say it's your turn to put them in chat. So in case Stephanie does pop in at the last second, she can get her reading. Because like I said, I've seen people come back from. So Stephanie, when you're in the bathroom, are you wiping and washing your hands? Because I'll wait for that shit. Go ahead, wash your hands. Okay, in case it's not that, hey, get me something out of the fridge too. I'm hungry. And if you guys want to add to my wonderful benefit fund of giving me some kind of lunch or snack today, you guys can help me with the munchies by just giving me that donation there. So if you guys would like to do that, that's why they're always up there for you to absolutely do whenever you want. No pressure here. Just want you to know that you have that availability. So, all right. We have a minute left on the clock for Stephanie. A minute left on the clock for Stephanie. And I know internet issues happen sometimes, but I'm sorry. If you're not here, you have to hop back in line and wait all over again. Sorry, I tried not to do it, but I have got to. You now have 19, 15, 12, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, next reading. Alexa, cancel timer. Nicole is next. Alexa, cancel timer. Cancel timer, Alexa. Alright, I hope it cancels the timer. Because I had to tell it like 5 times the last time before it shut it off. So, alright. Alright, Nicole, so we want just a general 5 and 6 reading. You got it. Let me cleanse these cards off for you now. And Stephanie will hop back in line if she's on. She probably just had some internet issue. Sorry to tell you I had to move on, but I've got a big list today, so that's what happens when we get a big list. Then that's the rule. If just stay here, I will call you out. I will give you 3 minutes to come back into chat when your name gets put out there. So just know you're going to get a 3-minute window for you to say, I'm here. So Nicole was already here and ready. So here is your 5 and 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you have one God card today, Nicole. And the 6th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th card is. So you have a 1 God card message for you today. Someone's been doing some transforming. So, Nicole, transformation afoot. How are we feeling something here for the first time in a while? It kind of feels like you're ending the stage of needing to take care of yourself anymore. Like you've gone back and done some really good self-healing stuff recently, I would say within the last 3 months, you've been working really hard to rebuild this new self and rebuilding and learning how to tend to your own needs for a change and what those needs actually mean to yourself. And what I'm feeling from you is more of a cohesive flame now rather than the jumble-like mess I would have said I felt from you before. So I just want to say that it feels like your energy is returning back to a more of a balance than it is more chaotic. So if you're wondering if you're becoming more balanced right now, I would say definitely becoming more balanced. Because as you start to understand your needs and wants and understand what order they deserve to be put in and how you want those things to be met, and we start owning up to the life we said we want ourselves to live, as hard as it can be sometimes, we know that we are done hiding behind a previous mask or a previous thing that kept us from living that life in the first place. Just like, when you learned how to giving back and giving up on being that toxic friend, or maybe it's them accepting toxic friends, or maybe whatever it may be. I'm not going to put words in your mouth here, but now we're moving past the mask now because we don't need it anymore. We don't need to hide behind shit anymore. We broke the mask. We broke the masks down into a million pieces, and then we even dusted it, put it into dust so we couldn't put it back together even if we wanted to. We are ready to finally show what was underneath. That took some time to be ready to show that. Now the mask is off. What do they see, or what do you see? Well, I see someone who's ready to forge their life into what they have always wanted to create it to be. The power of the forge is that you take that metal of life, that spiritual life, that physical life, that mental life, and you transform it through the will of your sheer belief in self, your higher power, and all the other guides and gods that are trying to help you along the way. They let you put yourself in that fire, and it's not like a heart burn you away. It's more like a grabbed a comfy warm blanket out of the dryer on a really snippy cold day and going outside and drinking hot cocoa while you watch snowfall. Okay? It's more that kind of transformation. You're changing your soul. You're changing your body to a shape you want to see it in. Your mental state the way you want to be believing in. And that spiritual part of you that believes that that can always be the truth, and believing in that higher power, whatever that may be, whether it be you as that higher power, a deity, or some other force like, Yoda or whatever. You have grown to this place. So see that they see you. They see that you have grown. They see you coming up out of the ground and taking the world in. Let yourself take it in. No one's expecting more or any less of you than just to take in the world that you just come up out of the ground of, because all of this was the dirt. Here are you popping up out of the ground of the dirt, going, sunshine, rain, wind, people, carbon, all of this other stuff that I have now that I get to go experience. And I'm a tree. I'm here for a while. So you're in a safe spot where you're being taken care of, not only by the gods, but by you, finally. That's growth. That's what you have been waiting for. So clap your hands and give yourself a pat on your own back, because the only one who did this was you. And they're proud of you. They're very proud of you. Because, Nicole, I believe this is what they're going to say. Now they just want you to see that we didn't ask you to choose between two different worlds. We didn't say you had to be one thing. We told you you could do this. You cut through the bullshit, and now you see the end of the dock. May there be a sunset rainbow gold pot at the end of yours like there was mine. But I honestly had to believe it was gonna be there. And when I took my girlfriend to this dock and asked her to be my girlfriend, I said this is the place I always promised I would bring my one true love to, because there's willow trees near this place. And I said, I wanted to tell you that I love you and I want to be your boyfriend, please. And I told her about the key that I had wrote a love spell about, a key that would glow red heart when I got close to my one true love. And it was burning red hot that day. And I gave her the key to my heart. And that's how me and my wife became the strongest, most passionate relationship we've ever had. But I loved me for the first time. I understood what it meant to love the whole me, even the parts that I wasn't always proud of sometimes. I learned what real love looked like because she showed me it was always within me in the first place. It took a while to get there, I'm not gonna lie, but I did get there. You know, you might not have as long of a journey as mine. You are the decider of how long that journey gets to be. So you want to come out of the dark hole? You're out of the dark hole. Congratulations on swimming in the light. May it forever be what you are deserved of. That you know for a fact that all you have to do now is believe in the success and the beauty and the life that you want to have happen to you. As long as you give us a clear vision of what that looks like, we will send you a way to get there. Now it is your turn to make that new life be and walk that walk and talk that talk so that you can be the best version of you. I know that's what you've been waiting for a long, long time. And you should be proud of yourself. And you very, very, very should be. And so is everybody else that has anything to do with you, spiritually, mentally, or physically. The people are seeing it for the first time. They're seeing, we've been waiting to see this moment for a while. And you're going to notice a lot of those people who were distancing themselves from you are going to start to want to be around you a lot more. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's nothing. We're not talking conceited love here, are we, Nicole? No, we're talking about just honest, genuine love of self. Not in a I'm better than you are kind of a way. I love me because, hey, I am broken. Because I am icky. Because I have dark. Because I have light. Because it took two kind of souls to make me. Exactly. And like I said, so I feel like a really big confirmation reading for you there. You know, what they just want to tell you. They see that. And they see that. And they're beaming more with more pride than you know. You should feel that light surrounding you constantly now. As long as you can keep soaking the sunshine up when you need to. And letting the rain happen when it must. But you'll have to let the winds of your own truth blow into you. And you know that your journey has just begun. But boy, the end of the rainbow is sure on its way there, isn't it? You're welcome. But I want to remind you, all I did was give you permission to do this for yourself. That's all I ever did for you, Nicole. You did this. I only made you see you could do it. That's all I've ever done. So the only one I want you to thank more than me is you. Thank you for the compliment and helping you through this. But I only held your hand. You had to take the steps. All right, Crypto, you're next. Hold your horses. It's your turn. I'm done. All right, Crypto to the reading room. Crypto to the reading room. This Papa Bear is giving you a really big hug right now, so I hope you feel my ethereal squishy. Okay. Clearing the cards off for your question, Crypto. You sure you want to know answers about this again? Do you need to be told for the, how many times do we need to be told this answer before you believe it? You know what the definition of insanity is, right, Crypto? You keep doing the same thing over and over and over and again, expecting a different result, but still do the same thing. Yeah, I'm insane. So I come here every day doing the same damn thing over and over. You get the funny. I was trying to make funny with. All right, so be it. It's your question. You don't know if you have time? Well, Stephanie, I'm sorry you missed your spot. So I tried to give you some time for you. If you have time, you're at the end of the list as of right now. So maybe if you can come back in a half an hour and just check in to see if if you have that time, if you got to go today, I really apologize. I give you your full 3 minutes and everything. So, I really did try to give you some time to get back in here. So, no, the only thing now that I've, so, and I'll, I'm gonna get to you. If you hop in line, I'll get to you when I get to you. And if you're last in line, you're last in line. In about 15 more minutes, I'm gonna close the queue anyway. So if you do want to get in here, you better get in here. So in about 20 minutes, I will be closing the queue because otherwise these reasons are gonna take me all the way to the end today. So. And I only want to be doing this for 3 hours, So this is your last official call out there. If anyone wants to hop in the queue for a reading, guys, if you want to come to twitch.tv and check me out yourself, I would greatly appreciate it. The Unknown Prophet 1 at twitch.tv, and Dubby is my sponsor. I am a wonderful graphic artist named Mercy. My friends Games with Snakes and my other 420 friendly people. Hi I420 guy. Hi all the people out there, and my wonderful beautiful stars that help me every single day. Let's go for crypto. She needs this question answered. I hope we can answer it for them today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 cards going in the exact same spot in the exact same way. Wow, that's a harsh one. Poofty. Alright, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th card is what does your ex want from you? Your ex wants from you for you to get around more positive people and stop obsessing over him and be around people who are going to help you move past him so that you can see that the life and the love that you have is dwindling, and if you're not careful, you're going to lose it. That you are dangerously close to losing the best thing that has ever happened to you. And if you're not careful, you're going to lose it. Your sunflower is going to die, and you're not going to have that bright sunshine in your life anymore. So pay attention and soak it all in while you can, because I don't know what's going to happen, but if you don't pay attention to your flowers, they die. So, it's about your indecision, too. About, they see you as not being the person who can do that for themselves, They don't see who you are, They only see you as the person who's trying to soak it in, but not obtaining it, Trying to get it, but not getting it. Waiting around for someone to come give you the silver platter answer to everything you want yourself to hear. They want you to stop asking what this other person is thinking and start to make actual real life changes and choices in your life that actually matter. Not what this person has done or ever will do matters anymore. It's your journey, it's your path. Either move on and move past it, or it will forever be in your life. Until that time, you're going to keep going through the same bullshit you've been going through and having to try different avenues on how to get out of this situation you put yourself in. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to understand that they're not giving you a silver platter. They're giving you a butt kick. They're telling you, make a move. We want you to make this choice. We need you to understand that I need you to stop the over obsessing things that they're doing about you. And what you need to understand is about how I move myself out of this situation into a more positive situation. They don't think you're capable of moving yourself out of the stuck spot you're in. They don't think you believe in yourself or believe in the dreams that you have within you. They only see you with the damage that's been done to you. Like my Willow Tree story. It's all about the poor boy who was abused by the babysitter And then I became and understood I could choose a different life for myself. And because of what was done to me, all I ever wanted to do was make everybody else's pain go away, because that's what made me feel good inside. I trusted the dream that things could be better. I trusted that the things that were being told to me, that the things that were being said to me, were something that I had to start to understand. If I don't hear it, I'll never hear it. This willow tree will just still keep swaying in the wind for you, and hoping that they don't have to split their branches and kick you in the ass with a two by four. You know what I'm saying? And they just want you to, not keep, they want you to learn how to sway in the wind a little bit more. Your ex wants you to always wanted you to learn how to, to stop being so rigid, to be a little bit more flexible in your thinking and stuff like that. To trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? To trust yourself. And how do you get a pack right now? I'm in standby mode when it comes to that, because I've been taking a break from writing the cards right now. Right now, I just want to concentrate on reading for a while, getting a little bit of my motivation and energy back from, taking some personal time for things, And it wasn't the top priority for a while, and we're kind of dealing with a couple more home issues that we've got to kind of take care of before I can get it back into writing and doing things like that, Nothing serious. It's just, normal everyday catching up on some stuff that, we only get paid twice a month, and sometimes we have to kind of go the old, here we pay this for this month, here we pay this month, kind of a deal. But we trust that the point of this is we trust the intuition of ourselves, right? We trust the ancient knowledge we've been put forth. What we've learned up to this point is our ancient knowledge. And we have to draw back to what we've learned so far, to listen and hear the signs that they're trying to show you, so that you will make the best possible choice you can make. If I ever do, I will let you all know when they're on sale. It is my thing, but the only way I can do this right now is a self-publishing way, and I don't have that big set of money set aside for them anymore, because some house issues happened up. We had some breaking in the plumbing that had to be fixed. We had to go pay a little bit more for some things for installation for some stuff, and we wanted to make sure some things were really, really safe. So when some things had to get, I'm getting there right now, and that's what they want you to hear. Crypto, donate back to self, not caring what this X thinks of you anymore. It doesn't fill you. All that sugar is not what you need in your life. That's just cake. You need a goddamn meal, a really good meal. Don't you have the thing that you've been craving? Do you donate it back to yourself and actually give yourself what you need? Me and my wife, we needed that date yesterday. We needed to go out and experience a set of places where we could actually be in a place out of this house for at least a couple hours, spending time looking at each other, telling each other how much we love and appreciate each other after 18 years, and doing that throughout the whole day and into the night. And that's what yesterday was about, donating back to ourselves, because that's what we deserved from that other person. They gave back to us their love and trust once again. We gave them back them the same thing to do. And crypto, how many times do you need to get my mom's card before you hear the freaking messages? You have the power. You are loved, and you can carve your own destiny. The only one stopping you from that is you, hon. So if you want your life to be better, and you want this ex to leave you and be out of your mind, then maybe you have to move on from the idea and the dream of the something that kept constantly reminding you what you didn't want in a relationship, and appreciate the loving husband you already have before they decide to go to the ocean and decide if they're coming back or not coming back on your ass. Okay? Because you think me and Beth have had it easy, our whole marriage? No, we moved down to Florida about 4 years ago, okay? Right before the pandemic started, okay? We lived down in Florida for about 2 years, okay? We went down there because my mom was getting older and I wanted to go spend a little bit of time with my mom and my dad because they were finally back together as a couple, and also they were buying us a home because we were being evicted from our apartment because we because of some of the me just getting a new job, which was a bus driver, along with Beth. Beth was the only one paying the bills. So my first check hadn't come in yet, and we were dangerously close to not getting the rent paid on time. So we had to bite the bullet and, sell something we really didn't want to sell to be able to pay rent in time, And it was hard to do that. But we had to move out that day because we could only all we could do was get to the end of the month, and the end of the month came and it was already time to get out. And we had to do it in the worst blizzard Minnesota has seen in about 4 fucking years. And we're trying to make our way down to Florida with a very jury-rigged U-Haul kind of a back thing. I was trying to do it the right way. I tried to weld it the right way and do everything I was supposed to do. But I'm going to warn you, I don't know if I got it all the way down. I'm surprised that we made it down in one piece. It was probably the most dangerous thing we've ever done. And we got down to Florida, and there was a part in time in our lives where I was so depressed and so mad and angry with my life that I couldn't even see the beautiful wife who I'd been living with up to. And at that time, that was, I think, about, that was 9 years ago, Well, almost 9 to 10 years ago. That's almost half of our marriage ago. And there was a time where she went out into where we had a fight about that very disagreement. We couldn't accept each other for what we were, because we were so scared to share that other side of ourselves. We broke down. We shared every last dirty secret, every last thing we thought we did wrong, whether we thought anything that was done wrong to us, and we finally let it all out for each other to hear, and it was the most healing, creative, beautiful moment we had ever had. But there was about 5 hours there where I didn't know if she was coming back or not, because she went out to the ocean and she was either going to be contemplating coming back or not coming back at all, if you get my ideas, okay? Because I was driving her sad and my sad down. So, okay, lady, you are next. Thank you for your patience. I wanted to finish that before I moved on to anything else. So, and I know you understand because you're a reader too. So, lady, it is your turn now, lady. So, but you know what? That was part of that choice. And you're going to, like I said, you're dangerously close to your ocean moment here, okay? Is it about your ex again? Because if you were going to ask me about your ex again, Crypto, I'm taking you out of my list. 1 X question per stream. Okay? I don't mind you asking me about it, but we've got... Okay, then. All right, as long as it's not about that, then I'll answer it. Okay? Because I'm trying to be very, very... work with you here, but that you have to stop asking that question, hon. You've gotten your answer. You have to accept the answer you got and move on. Just... That's all I can say. Lady, if you're here 5 and 15, there you go with the card tarots after insight on the boss. Close choose in the including of the new employees who just joined 1 week in a higher level meeting instead of me. It's a good thing he excluded me in the meeting. Is it a good thing he excluded you in the meeting? Okay, so you want to know about the situation happening at work where a new employee who just joined is now coming in at a higher level instead of them promoting you from within as well. And you're wondering, well, is it a good thing that he excluded you from that meeting, right? So I just wanted to make sure I got that right. Correct? Oh, you want to know why you let her into the meeting, not promotional-wise. Okay, got you. I got you. So you want to know why you wanted to... Well, yeah. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say for you. Okay, let me do your cleansing shuffle, lady. I'm going to try to do a little bits of a spiral cleanse for you, too, to give you that wheel and this cycle that you need to get out of. We're going to break this cycle today with me and you. And we need to get out of this constant reliving the hamster wheel of life and stuff like that. Oh, I love you, my beautiful stars. Thank you guys for being here today and being a part of my stream. And thank you for being, patient with me as I try to give you, each and every one of you, the readings you deserve. And sometimes I feel like I got to do something like this where I just take the time to make sure my cards are all nice and cleared and stuff like that. I'm glad I closed the reading room down now. So I'm sorry if you come in after this point. The reading room has been closed, guys. So the reading room is now officially closed. If you are going to miss your turn now, you will miss your turn. There will be no reopening of card of your spot. So don't leave or not be here. All right, so here is your 5 official shuffles for the question you're asking, okay? And is it a good thing you were excluded from the meeting? Yeah, okay. And maybe there's a reason you were excluded, right? For certain reasons, So, what are we going to do here? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It didn't fall back down, so you have a 1 God card message. All right, and the 15th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then the 15th card. All right, so all right, that's pretty straightforward. All right. So, from what we're getting here there, my lady, is that the tarot cards here are telling me that this new employee who's been brought in, it's not necessarily because you don't have the qualifications. It's because they have a certain skill set you do not have yet. Rather than teach you and take 6 months to teach you said thingy, they found someone who knew exactly how to do said thingy. So it was just they knew something that you didn't know. They knew something that you didn't have the ability or thing that at least you didn't have it on your resume or anything like that would have shown them you would have been capable of what they needed filled. But during this meeting, it was more about turning, kind of reapproaching how we are looking at a situation here. But that's what I'm saying. You know what you are capable of and what you're doing already. So go take the credit for what you're doing. Stop giving her the credit for it, Hand it in yourself. If she's not going to give you that, or go to her and explain to her that you've been doing the hard work, that you've been finding way through the dark parts, finding the avenues, doing what you've been here a while, and she's coming in and has a higher level, but you have to understand there's a reason that your person who runs your company decided to do that. It's most likely an economical thing, or most likely we need to get this project started right now, and we just don't have the time it would take to train you. We need this quicker than that. And that's the only reason. It's not like a vindictive thingy for you, okay? You're letting your anger and your resentment of what people used to do to you in jobs get in the way of you actually seeing what's actually happening here, which is a reassessment of what's going on in the company. You weren't included because at that time you don't need to be. You may be brought in the future, and things will be explained of why this had to happen the way it did. And when you see if you're doing what they're supposed to be doing right now, then you need to point that out to your boss, because if they're not doing the job they were paid to and you're doing what they were being paid to, then they might not need that person anymore. Maybe you show them you are qualified for this job, because if you stop handing in their homework like the nerd who had to avoid the bully, maybe you will actually get the credit for that. But you have to stop letting your anger and your hurt feelings get in the way of it. Do it professionally. Do it in a way that's going to break the glass ceiling, so that you can Sorry, I was getting getting another message here. But you have to start to show them, lady, what the big picture is here. You got the seeing eye, showing people what the big picture is. Hello? Give me a second. Hello, is anyone there? I thought I heard someone outside. Maybe one of my actual guides are actually trying to give me their voice for a bit. But lady, you know that what you have the ability to do is see the world for what it truly is. You have to bring that to their attention, because that's what builds a better understanding. If they know what you are capable of and they see you as the block they want to add into that wall now, well, why haven't you done that, right? Because you are the one who's in control of building the kind of around the foundation you had set to begin with. If you're doing everything already, then you might as well take the credit for it too. Or stop doing their homework for them. You know what I'm saying? Do your own work. What you are capable, what you are really being asked to do by your boss. No more, no less. And then show the people higher than them what you're capable of by doing even more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a good or bad thing. Like you said, it's a business decision. It's not, or something that you just don't have, that they just don't have time to train. It feels like I don't have time to train kind of a situation, honestly, from what I'm feeling. God card. And maybe this is to make you realize what you're worth. Maybe you have to start to understand that maybe they don't understand your worth there. And maybe you have to understand that you have to start to... Alexa, what is my reminder?
There are no reminders scheduled.
Alexa, what is my notification?
One new notification from Amazon Shopping.
Alexa, cancel.
There's a low price.
Alexa, cancel.
Canceling.
So the donate card usually pops up when we're not doing this enough to ourselves, lady. That you have to stop being worried about the... The cake of it all. And I say this with honesty, we've been filling ourselves with cake a lot. We have to understand what nutritional things our body actually needs. And I'm talking in a more mental, spiritual way, not necessarily a body temple kind of a way, but yeah, kind of in a body temple way as well. You have to understand what you're putting into it in order to feed it what it actually needs. And that's what I think a lot of this comes from, is you're not getting what you need there, and maybe you're kind of waking up to that. Dead man, it is your turn to the reading room. Dead man to the reading room. Dead man to the reading room. It is your turn. I'm going to do my pre-cleansing shuffle, and then when you get here, I'll do my wonderful thing. You're welcome, lady. I mean, like I said, I think you're taking it way too personally, honestly. I don't think it's something that's being done to you. It's just business. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. I see someone who can do it better. I'm choosing this person. You're letting it happen to yourself by not telling people what you're doing. Unless it is your job to do those things for that person. You know what I'm saying? Unless your job is to do those specific item and things you are supposed to be doing for that person. That's the only... like that, Dead man, if you are still here, please let me know. Dead man, you now have 3 minutes on the timer. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
And we have a 3-minute wait time for Dead Man here to give him a chance to get into the reading room. So he might have gotten something to eat out of the fridge, and he's trying to fumble the chicken, and he's trying to run back here with the chicken and the soda, and he's trying to, keep using his cane, but his pants keep falling down, and the cat keeps getting in the way, and he's like, God damn it, will you stop talking? I'm trying to get to the damn... So, you know what I'm saying? Ah ha 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 ha, I'm funny, aren't I? You're a pink toothbrush, I'm a blue toothbrush, how we married you one day. I'm a blue toothbrush, you're a pink toothbrush, can we happy on one day. Do 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 Ringing while I whistle, oh, when I say you whistle, I'm a pink toothbrush, you're a blue toothbrush, will you marry me and sing? I'm a blue toothbrush, you're a pink toothbrush, well, you don't do the same. I can't remember the whole song, but there was a song called, you're a pink blue toothbrush, you're a blue toothbrush by the Smurfs. If you ever want to go check the Googly thing out and seeing if you ever want to hear the actual song, I didn't do it justice. I really didn't. It's a lot cuter than that. But it was by the Smurfs back in like 1984, so that should show you how old I am. Hey, if you want to go find the link and post it, I don't mind. I'm not going to go looking for it right now. I'm going to concentrate on doing readings for people. And I wanted, Dead Man hasn't been here, and then I was thinking I'd have 4 more people. So yeah, okay, Steph, you're already in there. So you're third from the last person. Crypto's last. See this little thing over here that tells you where you are here. This purple box tells you exactly where turn it is. Now that they've got the bot working again. Or I said fuck it, I'm gonna do it a different way. I don't know if the bot worked. I didn't even try. It's all because all it does is open up the Alexa cancel. It can't. It's just the admin page. They still haven't gotten it fixed. Oh, there we go. Okay. I gotta see this. This is the right one.
Please, Story Smith, tell us a story.
Oh yeah, this is it, man. Okay. Alright, wait. It's probably gonna get me a DMA if I play this though. For reasons of DMA ownership and for that reason only, I say this is the Smurfing Sing song, You're a Pink Toothbrush, back in 1978, and Mac JD has put it out there, so we were going to play it here. Just give me a second as we end the timer for Dead Man and ask Marshmallowy to get their butt in here. So Marshmallowy, you now have your turn there. Give me a second, I'm just having trouble pressing the next button on my button. Alright, so Marshmallowy, it's your turn, and I will post that here in just a second. I've got to get the right something up there. Okay, we're just going to do this as a temporary thing. And I got to get this here. Alright, here comes some pure cheese. Are you guys ready?
Please, Story Smith, tell us a story. I don't know. Come on, please. Oh, all right.
And after this, we will do this. So, for anybody else who has DMA strikes here, just in case you're out there, I'm not trying to copyright your music. I'm trying to share a song from my childhood.
That night, I had a funny dream while fast asleep in bed. 2 toothbrushes were holding hands.
And maybe I'll sing along for you.
This is what they
What's
said.
that?
You're a pink toothbrush, I'm a blue toothbrush, have we met somewhere before? You're a pink toothbrush, I'm a blue toothbrush, have we met by the bedroom door? every time I hear you whistle. It's my kind of whistle. You're beautiful, won't you marry me? Let me bug you the same today.
This is my jam, man. This song is the reason I learned how to do the voice. Every time I hear a whistle, every time I whistle. Hey, hi class hippie, welcome to the chat. It's 420 day. Light 'em up if you got 'em, baby girl. I know you probably don't have time for a reading, but you know we were playing a special song for one time only. I'm sorry for the DMA strikes I'm about to receive. Okay, if you didn't hear that song, you have to go look it up and see it for yourself, guys. It's a very cute song. And I'm not going to apologize for it. It's my favorite kid song ever. Okay, now we're back to doing what we're doing. Marshmallow, are you here? All right, you're here. Give me your numbers and your question there, Marshmallow. I hope you appreciated the light hair little bit of my childhood I just shared with you. I feel old now. That was the exact kind of cover of the song too, man. Those Smurfs, exactly just like that. And I used to listen to that song non-stop and drive my mother up a wall with that song every time I brushed my teeth. Didn't work. I brush those fuckers every day and I still end up with old man gaps in my teeth. Oh well, I have a bad genetic gum thingy, so it's not all my fault. It's in my dad's mouth looks like it, my mom's mouth looks like it at this age. I knew my mouth would look like this at this age. So, all right, Marshmallow, one more time for you, please. I just throw me your numbers again because I missed them. Yeah, and you know what? Those were American cartoons. I mean, I don't know what kind of what kind of, I always like to look at what the children grew up watching when they were young. Because what we teach our children, the cartoons we show our children, they're the first impression we give the kids, right? Yeah, and, I know I missed your freaking numbers, so you're going to have to tell me what they were again. So, I asked my stuffed Santa is the last thing I say what the thing was, But, hey, you ever want to give us... Okay, so 15 and 7. So 7 shuffles, 15th card in. All right. And reading your question. Okay. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 God cards, and I already saw what they were, so I'm kind of chuckling here. So, and 15th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the 15th card is. And your message is... Alright, and here's the thing that we have to basically talk about, Marshmallow, here, is that right, but it's what you have to understand is the reason you want to do that is because This is something within you that you want to bring out. That past, that I am expressing this in new, different ways all of the time because my past really did define who I became. It was because of the abuse I got from a babysitter. It was because my father wasn't there all the time. It's because my mom was an alcoholic. It was because I felt like I had to be the father figure of my brother. It was because I felt like I wasn't loved and accepted by the children, that I felt like I was stupid, like everyone told me I was. I was told I was retarded, and I had to ride the short bus, and I had bullies who told me how to hate taught me how to hate myself constantly. Okay, so you know what? When all of that baggage is coming in on ourselves, right? We're about to bring this out full tilt kitty. It's time to release this shit, man. And that includes for present life, present past, yesterday, the second thought person you had about the angry ass person who treated you like crap in your life today. Okay? Metal is about that raw, complete, unabridged, unapologetic scream at the world, you fucking suck. But doing it in a way that is completely tied into the lyrics and the story and the situation of what you're trying to convey. Even the screamy, yelly things you can barely understand have lyrics. Those screams have meanings to them. They have pertinent points in the song. And that's what you're realizing is, what have I brought from the past that I need to bring into the future? What brings me closer to the family? What is my wolf's song? Please, can you get a hear me now moment? What is your wolf's song? Your lone wolf's metal song. When you want to be playing that guitar on top of the hill with the moonlight howling at the moon, so the person who can't barely hear you wants to come find you and find out what kind of madman wrote that purely epic, crazy, wonderful, beautiful ballad that I needed to push through the shit of my life. What else has metal been defined as? The angst against the system, the hatred of self, the getting and realizing I'm depressed and I have anxiety and I hate myself because of it, and letting it out in a more conducive way than icky thoughts we all don't want to have. Moving past the depression and using what was given to me, the sadness of it all, the pure rawness of it all, the conveyance of my deepest, most painful, hurtful emotions. Do you hear me now? But do you hear the conveyance? Do you hear what you need to work through metal once again? Are you putting yourself in the same pigeonhole and blocking yourself from those things you're afraid of feeling? That's why you got the ice card. I am blocking myself from feeling that which I am ready to show the world. If there was any place in the world you could put all of that energy into, would be the one thing you want to do most in this world. So why are you going to let some ant somewhere tell you whether or not that's going to be your happy ever after or not? Fuck the ant. Fuck the mom, fuck the dad, fuck God, fuck the devil, fuck me. Go do it because you say, I want to break free from the ice, punch through that bullshit, and show you just how fucking powerful I am. I know, I'm just saying. I'm just using it as the example, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's that, escaping. Yeah, exactly. No. You don't like that? Go away. Get yourself out of my stream. You don't like that kind of person? That's who I am. I am not going to apologize for that ever here. Ever, ever, ever. That's the person I am. Because there's sometimes you need to convey that to people. Because he gets it. He said it. You're making me love metal even more all over again. Because why did it spur all of that feeling back in yourself? What was metal but teenage, I hate life. I mean, it was born because teenagers who hated themselves, hated life, wanted a way to say what they were saying because it was too PCA to say it any other way. And then Metallica and grunge came along, and other places came out, and they started doing it faster, heavier, harder. Then we got Marilyn Manson. Then we got something like, what you actually need to hear today there, my marshmallow, is, hey, don't let anyone tell you what your path is. You choose to pick yourself up out of that waiting spot you've been waiting to get out of. And you kick your own ass out of yourself and kick yourself into this world. Damn straight I am. But donate what you really need back to yourself. What will make you feel like, God, at the end of this, I wrote 12 albums standing at Carnegie Hall accepting the metal rock atonement thing that you've been waiting for your whole life. And you look to those and you say, hey, prophet, guess what? This one's for you. And that's the song I'm like, hell yeah, in the first row, banging my head to. Okay? Don't give it to me, give it to them. Donate to them. Donate your soul. Donate your very being. Donate it all. Give it all to them. Every last crazy little bit of yourself. Right there, Stephanie? Alright? Hey, Crypto. Don't complain. This is who I am. You can always exclamation point leave if you do not like it, guys. And I love you very much, Crypto, but I will not, ever, 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 ever apologize for who I am anymore. Ever. There's someone who can verify right there. High Class Hippie, can you verify that you came into my chat once? It was one reading, and I told you what you were accomplishing and told you what you were capable of. You took the chance, and guess where you're at right now? Will you please let them know what? Okay, thank you. At least someone verifies it, okay? So, I do it here. But she did that shit. I just made her aware that she could do that shit. But still, who lit it? You. I'm so proud of you, too, that you did. Exactly. I will never believe you manifested the dream job with the managers and people who actually you want to work with every day and be a part and a contributing person to that. I'm still astounded that happened to you, but that one, you deserved it. You really deserved it. The universe was saying, hey, you know what? You were ready for that too. You were so ready for that. And you just needed permission to be able to say, yeah, I do deserve it. Thank you for the love, because I will always love you. Don't forget who holds that power right there, High Class Hippie. All right. So, you are the only person I would do this for. Get your butt in here. Right now, High Class, if you have time, I'll hold the spot for you. For you, I will. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more, say no more. The fuzzball opened the door, so I was about to close it. Are you really ready for more butt kicking from me? Okay, you now have till the end of Stephanie's reading to tell me if you want one or not. Oh, it's an exclamation point join, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Sevens. Sevens are all about, that's the closest number to a God number that we have most of the time. It's about reaching that highest self and that belief in that higher power within, matching up to the higher power that is without. So as so without, so now within. So sevens are all about that obtaining of personal overcoming and owning your power and really walking the walk and talking the talk and doing the do. So that's what sevens are more about. It's the closest number to becoming your highest self, besides number 10. That's in numerology most of the time. 6 is for intuition. 2 is for couples. 1 is for self. 3 is for magic and or prayer or what you would like to pray for. Okay. 8 is for the ebbs and flows of your life, the balance of the infinity of give and take. You know, the 9th number is all about overcoming fear, and the 10th card, 10 in numerology, usually means completion of a cycle or completion of a stage in that cycle. So when you see those combinations of those numbers, they can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. That's my numbering system. That's not necessarily verbatim numerology there, okay? Okay. So Stephanie, what are your I already gave you your reading though, didn't I? Did I give you a reading? Nope. Did I give you your reading? Yep. Yeah. Crazy man, time play. So please remind me that you are and I put you in the queue, and now I closed it, closed it back down. So no more people in the queue. Stephanie, remind me, did I do your turn or not? I think I did, because the last person I said anything to was Marshmallow. Yeah, Marshmallow was the last person I did. Yep. So it's your turn, Stephanie. I almost missed your turn. Yeah, I was good. I don't think I did Stephanie yet. Okay, Stephanie, throw me the numbers and or question. What do you need to know today? Cleansing shuffle. Okay. Me two has now come back as one. Let me find out what has been undone. Okay, now 6 shuffles for you. How did Gianni feel about you? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the 15th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Yep. Alright, and here we go with what you need to hear today, Stephanie. Yep, sorry, hot buddy. You're way too late to the party here. Yep, I've got 3 readings left to go, and I'm done after that last and final reading. High Class Kippy gets my last one. Sorry. She deserves it. She needs it. I can feel what she needs, that butt kicking for her. But Stephanie, really, how did Gianni feel about you? He kind of saw you as the kind of person who was always trying to kind of teach herself the lesson, who was really hard on themselves. So, you know, someone who is hard on themselves will try to kind of reteach themselves the same lesson over and over and over again, or make the same simple, easy mistakes that most people know how to do with. Maybe it's a condition, or maybe it's something you can't control, like ADHD or autism or whatever it may be. May just be stress of life too. But the reason that you've been how Gianni felt about you mostly was a person who was in learning, always trying to learn something to become that better version of themselves. Whether they looked to learn the lesson or not had remained to be seen, but someone who was trying to seek that knowledge of self, you know, and learning how to control the ebbs and flows of her life. So he thought of you more as a kind of a person who was looking to take back the control, to have ownership of the path, to say, I've learned enough here now. I have to go apply what I have learned by feeding the right kind of fire, with the positivity, with the belief in myself, with the belief in what I need myself to do. So seeing you as that kind of a person who is wanting to become like that, in control of their life. Someone who is ready, really ready to receive something good too. They're not just allowing themselves the ability to feed their fires, they're now also saying, thank you for the bound of wood you brought me to feed that fire, right? To receive a gift. Now, gifts can come in a lot of different forms. Sometimes the hardest things we go through may not seem like a gift at the time, but honestly, it is a gift. Because of that gift that the universe gave you, you learned how to overcome that gift. And I'm not saying bad things are a gift here. I'm saying when you know for a fact there's an obstacle you've been trying to overcome, and that situation reappears in your life again, and you have the opportunity to say, I am ready to open it, or I'm not ready to open it yet. Remember, it's Christmas morning, and you get to decide which ones you open first. But every last one of them, there's going to be an ugly sweater from Grandma somewhere in there. But you love Grandma, don't you? She loves you. It's just itchy, I'm sorry. Okay? But just like my wife had to learn, and has learned now, that she couldn't let the things that kept getting her on her way of her own happiness were living in the death, living in her worst memories, living on what was done to her, not living in those moments and living in those moments over and over again to a point of obsession, learning how to let those things go and coming up for a breath of life, which she found someone who could hear her, understand her, and communicate with her. Yeah, it happened to be me, but she was looking for that person who could help her release those things, to release that exhale so she could take the breath of life back within her again. I was just the inhale, but she still had to breathe. You know what I'm saying? I was the safety mechanism to save her life, but guess what? She still had to choose to keep breathing. And that's what you're doing, and what that person is thinking of you now is that person who's trying to achieve that zest for life again, that zest for reliving that in that joy and that happiness that's in search of their happy. So, and whether you're doing a good job or bad at it is up to you to decide. He can't crawl into your head, and he realizes that he just sees you as that kind of a person right now where you're at your current level. So it doesn't look like it's any more than any person would look at a person who is trying to figure themselves out. Trying to figure themselves out and find a way past the stuff that's hurt me the most. And that's seeing how to overcome those things and making mistakes and boo-boos, but honestly trying to make more positive choices. You know what I'm saying? Because we all open up Grandma's gift every once in a while. And I love my grandma and have loved every grandma. Even if they were kind of cranky at times, I still loved them. You know, I loved my grandma's Bleezy's oysters too. I would give anything for another bowl of her soup. Anything for another bowl of my grandma's soup. Now, I'm sorry, readings have been closed for the remainder of the day, Jada. Crypto, your turn. Crypto to the reading room. Crypto to the reading room. High Class Hippie, you are next. Crypto to the reading room. Crypto to the reading room. You're welcome. No, I look at people like that all the time. I wonder what they're thinking about. How are they figuring out their lives? They look like they got this and this together. How could I be more like that? But I still want to be me, not them. You know, that kind of shit. I've dealt with most of that a lot of my life. Oh, do they see me as the cool kid yet? Do they see me as the popular one yet? Do they see me as the one who's smart yet? Do they see the things that they used to tell me were wrong with me? Do they see they were wrong yet? You know what I'm saying? And it's that self-questioning thinking I've been doing for a lot of my lives. My lives. And I say lives very literally because I literally believe that this has been my one thing to overcome that specific obstacle. And in this life, I did do that. Now, I still, every once in a while, have troubles with that. Especially when it comes to things where I care deeply about somebody. Sometimes I go way too far for people, and sometimes I don't go far enough for people. So, you know what I'm saying? So, Crypto, are you here for the last and final time? I'm going to give you a minute to respond because I told you you had to be here when I called your name out. And I said it couldn't be about the X again either. So if you're not here for it, I'm sorry. Alexa, 1 minute timer.
1 minute. Starting
You
now.
get 1 minute, Crypto. 1. You were just here 5 seconds ago. You can't keep having that many internet issues. If you're having that many issues, don't enter the queue if you don't think you're going to be able to stay here for it, you know. Not trying to yell at you guys. I'm just saying, hey, when I'm trying to give everyone their time here. You know, I could have taken Jada, but I'm honestly running out of energy here. So I'm sorry. I would love to take you, but if Crypto's not here, I've got High Class here, and she wants her reading. She's here. I know she's here because I feel her. And that's the other thing. Sometimes I can psychically even tell if you're paying attention to your computer screen at all. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, I want to do you. I'm looking forward to doing your reading right now. So you're not going anywhere. You don't get to escape now. I got you. Hink, kink, 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 kink. I'm reeling that high class hippie back in. I'm reeling you in. Oh, I think I caught a high class hippie. High class hippie. High class hippie. Alexa, cancel my timer. I gotta check something out really quickly. Did I get it yet? Did I get it yet? I missed it. Yesterday I missed it. Oh well. I now have 667 followers. Someone unfollow me quick. No, don't do that. For you, I do have enough energy. I really do. I really do have it. Cleansing the cards off for High Class Hippie. High Class Hippie to the reading room. High Class Hippie to the reading room. You missed it. Not giving you another chance. Sorry. Yes, I'm very aware where you are. You know what I want from you. Go ahead and throw me your numbers and question of the day, young lady. While I light up for this one's in honor of High Class Hippie, a two-stroner moment, because guess what? I'm 13 minutes late to the party. That's true witch time there. I'm 13 minutes pagan standard time late for the 420th event. For you, High Class Hippie, for my man with the Master Plan Games, for all of my I-420 guy friendly people, and my wonderful, beautiful crypto crumb kitties, and my bat fans, and all the other people who you are out there. I miss you. I hope we get together soon. So, okay. And what was the first number? Was how do I use my spiritual gifts to help the collective and live in the highest power? And 7. So what was the first number? Because all I see is and 7. Oh, 7 and 7. Okay, got you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop, too many. That's not 4 yet. 4. Here's 4 now. 5. That was way more than 6. So, and 7. All right. And you have a 1 God card for you, High Classy. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th card is now on top. Where did I put the dumb thingy now? Give me a second. Making sure I'm not missing something important here. to go. Fucking Christ. Okay. I don't know what I did with my tarot bag now. Alright, I'll deal with it later. As long as it's not in the trash, and even if it is, it'll be right on top there. So, sorry, high class. Smaller, minor issue. You know me. Maybe I'll probably just put it up in here. Alright, whatever. I'll figure it out later. It's probably right under my foot or stuck in the wheel. Something like that. Alright. That's what you get for getting a high class hippie. Ooh. Ooh. Someone's gonna get their butt spanked. Ooh, someone's gonna get their butt spanked. Don't ask for it when you don't want it. Alright, whatever. I don't know what the fuck happened to my damn bag. That's just weird. I have no idea where I put it. Alright. It's around here somewhere. But, butt kick, engage. And I know what's on your God card already, so I don't know what else to say. God damn evil bastard. You. Alright, give me a second. I think I found it. I found it! I got it! Okay, thank you. It's like, I know it's around here somewhere. Where is it? I can feel it. Alright, thank you for that, high class. Yeah, because, we just need to be reminded of some things here. You know what I'm saying there, high class hippie? So, you escaped the prison. You know that. We are very aware of how we got out of the prison, Don't go putting yourself back in another prison is the whole point now. So you're falling back into some old bad habits again because now we're getting comfortable and a tiny bit lazy, right? So what are we putting ourselves back in again? The same old crap again? Or are we moving forward again? Are we just taking one step back so we can take a step forward? Or are we resenting ourselves to something we're not ready to own or live up to yet? Right? We know that my brother comes along when people have been putting themselves in their own prison, when they have been doing it to themselves so long that they don't realize what they're doing and hurting themselves on. And we do this to ourselves because it's a safety mechanism. Because now it's been a while now, we're happy now. Now is about the time things would start to go to shit again. This is where we're starting to cross that line from what we have up to this point. This is the longest period of happy we've had in a very long time. So this is about the time we start to go, am I still feeling it, the happy, Is it still meeting my needs? Am it still helping me grow? Because you know that parole day came and went. That you are out on that, you are in your garden growing. That it's not about escaping a prison, right? It's about growing in the spot you planted yourself in. It's about taking in the elements. Wind can feel like a prison of sorts, but it never truly traps you. Sun can bake you to death sometimes, but it's never truly a prison because the sun always sets. Because the rain doesn't come every day and deluge on you. Because you have the ability to take that which you need within you. So what do we need to do? What do we need to fill ourselves with now? And what more are we ready to grow? You know your gifts. You know you have the empathic ability to really connect people with their deepest hurtful emotions. You know that you have that wonderful gift of being able to empathize not only on a very spiritual level, but a very mom / harsh vibe / the best aunt hippie woman ever vibe. You're not the mean old hippie, you're the crazy old hippie. You know what I'm saying? Who has been through the shit, who has been gathering up that ancient knowledge to use it, so that she knows that this knowledge would come back to be given to somebody else. So help the people you wish had helped you. Be like the people you wish had helped you, and then go find some purpose in that. Or find purpose and meaning in helping others become that. What are you doing as your profession? And what do you need to challenge yourself in? Because we all know, as in training, we hit that resistance, and we have to back off from the workout for a while so that we can get back past the resistance and push past that extra push-up, that extra lift, that extra mile, that extra whatever. And there's no true thing stopping you from burning yourself to a complete crisp. But you don't burn yourself to a complete crisp. You run in the moment of when you have that energy. And when your body is ready to rest and drink the waters that you said you wanted to exist as, and now no longer existing as that thought, because now you've put it into action. Just like as in when we're working out, we don't always see a tangible result right away, because it takes time to see that work out become a fact. So you've been working your muscles intuitionally. You've been doing that with clients, with the people that you're working with, helping them through some hard emotions when they're trying to overcome weight. There's a reason they had become like that, whether it's through trying to fill the hole or trying to find a way to live a healthier life. Whatever the case may be, you have the knowledge they need to exist as the people they want to become. What an honor, what a privilege, what an absolute right and responsibility you have to now shape people into becoming the best versions of themselves. Just like I helped you transform yourself into the best version of you. It's time to pay forward and do it in true service, but enjoyable service, in happiness and in sunshine, rather than the I can't and crap we're never going to do it to ourselves again. Because do you want to say them, or do you want me to say them? Who has the power? What I write on that stupid card, who has the power? If you're not challenging yourself enough, what aren't you facing that you need to be overcoming? It's the challenge itself, right? You got the power. You know you have self-love. Now show other people how to self-love. Through that love, you show them what they love about themselves, so they increase their reason to become the better version of themselves, pushing through the pain, the resistance, the one extra step, so that the next week they come back, they're 5 pounds down, and that's an accomplishment. I used to be 2 times bigger than I am now. I almost weighed 600 pounds. Almost, okay? About 535 was my heaviest. I am now only about 350 to 375 on a fluctuating weight, depending on how well we have availability of certain foods in the house. But I take my health seriously now. I try to walk up and down the hallways to get things. I don't always buy the pops or the sodas to fill my life with anymore. I do buy my occasional bag of chips every once in a while and enjoy them. But it's a bag of chips, not a bag after bag after bag after bag. It's a pizza a week. It's a big meal like we had yesterday a while. Because it took time to learn how to overcome those obstacles. And then I had to carve it myself, didn't we there, high-class hippie? There wasn't anybody else in the driver's seat, that high-class hippie driving this little road down here, carving this destiny into being. Who did this? Who did this? I know my name isn't High Class Hippie, so it must have been you. Right? Because I know my name ain't High Class Hippie. And I know you needed this because you needed to be reminded what it means to overcome resistance and what it means to challenge yourself just one step extra, one little thing extra. So ask yourself what you're really ready to start to give to people and be in service of your highest self. What services that high self? What fills you and fills them at the same time? What gives you what you need? As we learn how to give them what they need, we learn how we give ourselves what we need. We are the symbiosis of things. I am failing. You are going to help me get to the next step. I hold your hand as you take that step, but I don't take the step for you. To your next step, may it be fruitful. Backwards, forward, side, it doesn't matter. As long as you are in motion, you are making a reason to continue, you know, as long as you're not taking a step off the edge. And then please, you know, when you need the extra help and you don't know what else to do, then ask someone who trains you, who can train you to be the better version of yourself. Maybe you need someone to challenge you. Maybe you don't need to be in control anymore. Maybe you need to give your control away so that you can learn something new, so that you can learn how to become something you have yet to challenge yourself with yet, right? High Class Hippie? Because we know we have challenges we still have yet to meet and goals we have still yet to make. And we're at a pretty good spot now, but it's not top tier yet, right? Right. So, as always, you know how much I love you all there, guys. I really want to go find someone. Hey, want to hear the song I wrote for Beth for our anniversary? And I did it with AI, and it's so nice. I just want to share it with you. Huh? Because I'm going to share this audio on the way out while I look for... I think maybe we'll go find... If Cam's available, maybe we'll go play Corn on the Cob Marbles. Or see who else goes out there. So we had a really good date day yesterday. So as you listen to this, may it give you hope that you can find one true love in this world, guys. And it is the first love you have to find is the one inside of yourself. Then the love of your life will find you. And you'll find one another. And you'll share one another. And that will be the best thing you will ever have. So with that, I say to my one true love, I will always be there for you, but we are more stronger than any force known to man. And we are this and always will be this. And this song is called Magical Freedom. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Love you.
We put power inside with the magic she held, and the freedom I had in me, it swelled. So I found the soul I was searching for. We finally began on the path we were meant to explore. We are magical freedom, our spirits entwine in the dance of the cosmos. Your heart beats with mine. With every strum of this palette guitar, our souls merge as one under the evening star. In the whispers of night, where dreams softly tread, our love finds its wings on which it is led. Through the valleys of stars, over mountains of moon. Bond is the rhythm, all the tune. And this is what I have to say, my dear. In the symphony of life, it's your voice I hear. With the valleys of stars over mountains of moon, our bond is the rhythm, our hearts are the tune. And this is what I have to say, my dear. In the symphony of life, it's your voice I hear. With every note that we play, with every song that we will, we live as our very will in love's sweet thrill. We are magical freedom, our There's a tale of two hearts in the silence. They speak of the magic within, the freedom they seek. With a touch, the glance in the soft moonlight, our shadows dance together into the night. In the echo of our laughter, the world fades away, for in each other's arms is where we'll always stay. We are magical freedom, our spirits entwined in the dance of the cosmos. Your heart beats with mine. When your memory strong of this palette it's on, our souls merge as one under the evening stars. Let's promise to cherish each moment we share in this journey of life. Nothing else can compare with the magic she held and the freedom I found. Together we're boundless, no limits, no ground. We are magical